Hey, good evening. A little quiet on the vocals. Up, 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 up. There we go. Maybe that was a bit too loud. I was actually looking at mics today. This is a shotgun mic, and I need to take it off all the time because I use it on my camera when I do talk to the camera videos or to sync audio from my uh, regular camera. So I was actually looking at condenser mics today, which are way more designed for what I'm doing here. And there's some uh, ones that look like that are affordable that work really well for what I'm doing, and uh, I just went down the rabbit hole of comparing everyone and getting way too in the weeds, and then I'm like, I need to look at this later. Anyways, all that to say, I was just testing the audio levels, which look about right now. Anyways, what's up, Pudgy? What's up, Rick? Um, yeah, we do this enough that might as well have the right equipment. Like getting this arm, now I might as well put the right mic on this arm. But uh, Chris, how's it going? Laughing at the comments already. JMZ, what's up? Jay Dandy, Farley, what's up? I emailed you today, Farley. I sent you some stickers in the mail, and they came back because I forgot to put the your apartment letter on, and so that was one of the first rounds I think that went out when I made a bunch of new stuff. So I don't know why it took them so long to get it back to me. But anyways, it's back out on the mailbox, so it'll go back out tomorrow. So sorry about that. What's up, Raymond? What's up, Muskrat? Um, hey, what's up, Gary? Dylan? How's it going? Surprised so many of you are in here and not still out riding if you're in Ohio. It's actually, is it nice in Columbus? It's got to be, I would think. It's beautiful up here. I did end up going riding today, even though I'm not feeling the best. Buddy Mike's in town, and he's in town because he is a finalist for a big art project over at the University of Akron, and he needed some photos of the site. So me and him rode out there, and I took a bunch of photographs, like kind of going around this construction site where he's going to 3D render his proposal so he could have all the right trees and buildings in the background, try and really wow the judges and hopefully win it. It would be a huge art installation. He's a metal sculpturist, so it could be really cool. So me and him did that today, and then we went over to Missing Falls and had a couple beers. Uh, I was feeling a little feeling a little tight in the back by then, so we sat right up against the back, a chair with a back. I don't sit on bar stools, but yeah, had a couple beers and hung out. And he's in from LA, so it was kind of nice. We sat outside, sat out in the sun, and chatted. So only I only rode about 10 miles, which is kind of a bummer on a day like today. Again, I would have loved to have ridden 50 miles, but don't have it in me. And he's out riding with Large Marge and Funny Brad right now, so neither of them will be in the stream. They're actually just sent me a text from Hoppin' Frog, uh, the brewery we rode out to on the industrial gravel ride that didn't turn out to be open on a Sunday. But yeah, so my focus wasn't working earlier. I don't know if it'll work now. Yeah, oh well. It's a Large Marge sitting out on the patio at Hoppin' Frog. So, but can't complain about being out. So at least I got out. Remind you of the time you argued Saturday Night Live wasn't live and it didn't go well? Could my new mic be one that the camera doesn't think is a face? Yeah. I almost. It's getting to the point with this camera that I need to just set it on manual focus. And if I want to hold up something like what I'm drinking, which today is the Technicolor hat, uh, this camera's just going downhill. I actually used it on Friday to record our buddy Micah. He had a big art opening I talked about on Thursday. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw it. But he was riding on a trainer, reciting the Bible verses as part of his art installation as a performance piece. And I recorded it with this camera. No problems recording it, just like how just recording it now, got it in focus, set it to manual. I tried to hook it up to my computer because I don't have the right card reader, an old CF card reader. I can't get the files off it. The camera just shuts down. So it just has these weird things like even before I went on, I was trying to change some settings in the menu, and it just shuts down if I mess with it. But it's frustrating because new it was still over a $3,000 camera, but Canon wants like $600 to fix it, and it's like, do I want to put $600 into my aging camera when I could put $600 into a new piece of gear? One of those dilemmas. It's like it's a real nice piece of gear that's only a few years old, but at the same time, if it's serving its purpose when I could just deal with workarounds, I guess I just deal with it. But yeah. Dylan said it's nice in Columbus, packing for a weekend trip. Nice. Yeah, we're leaving Friday morning for Jake's Rocks. So right before I came on, me and Aaron and Ben were texting about what time we want to leave. With where we're going to have to go, Aaron said to avoid traffic, we should either leave at 7 in the morning or 9 in the morning. About a 3 hour drive. So I'm leaning towards going earlier so we have all day Friday to ride. But JMZ says it's beautiful in Buffalo. I was riding by 5 p.m. Yeah, today turned out nicer than it was supposed to be here. I mean, we were sitting outside in t-shirts, which we've only done that like twice so far this year. And Rick said it was gorgeous out there. He got off work at 1:30. Yeah, I went and met Mike around noon. And I put on a wind jacket and I had my jeans on, and like we met at the bike shop, Dirty River. Halfway there, I was already like, oh man, I don't even need the jacket. So, oh, Chris said it's snowing in Boise. Yeah, I get it that you're over the cold. I've made like 5 videos about being over the cold. So, yeah. Tim has FOMO, always. Yeah. But so Chris, on Friday, we were getting snow in the morning, like a real wet, miserable snow. Yeah, totally sucks. So, uh, let me try and get my leg up in the yoga position to be a little more comfortable. JMZ explaining it to Rick. Hey, Charles, how's it going? Charles says you have 2 inches of rain here tonight. That's how our yesterday was just. Yesterday was a complete washout. Couldn't do anything out there, for sure. That camera is crotchety. Yeah, you would like it, Rick. What were you were shooting with a busted Fuji where the rear screen didn't work when we were hanging out in Philly, right? Hey, what's up, Dan? How's it going? Yeah, Dan, we were chatting in the comment section of the last video. So, yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna talk about this for a minute, then I'll jump back into the comments and catch up. But so yeah, on what was that? Sunday, I I talked about this in the video, but I drove home from errands, and when I got up in the morning, I wasn't feeling too bad. It was last Thursday when I was streaming and I was sitting down and I realized I'm like, my back's not feeling good. I need to stand up. And then when I woke up on Friday morning, I realized I'm like, oh man, something happened. I tweaked it somehow. I just hadn't been riding that much, so I'm like, it's not from overuse, but I must have tweaked it in my sleep. But I was doing a lot of like a ton of work in my studio, which is awesome, but a lot of bending over, and I'm shooting truck tires, and I was picking up heavy truck tires and moving them around. And then when you work in the studio, you're just adjusting stuff. And yeah, so I wasn't like getting that like real warm up from riding my bike, just a lot of kind of like sudden movement. So kind of makes sense with someone who's had back problems that it could flare up like that. Friday, I was shooting Micah's show, and then we all went out after to kind of celebrate. And when I was standing there with my camera bag on, I could tell like my back was really going bad. So I kind of like hid my camera gear, except for my good camera, which I always keep in my hand if it's not on me. But yeah, so Sunday morning, woke up after errands. I knew I wasn't doing well, but laying down has felt really good, and I got up and I wasn't feeling too bad. But the car drive home, something about a car, like you don't realize how much you must be stabilizing yourself when you're driving a car. Like by the time I got home, I was feeling rough. I did a couple things again around the studio, and then I still, in my mind, am making this plan to go out and get this long Sunday ride in. It was pretty nice out, not as nice as today, but I planned out this whole video. I wrote notes down. I had these notes in my pocket. as I was riding to the first spot, I had like, I'm writing the script in my head. Like, I'm like, I'm going to go to all these spots, like set up a cool location, talk about this, talk about that. So it was really windy. So when I got to the first spot I had in mind, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go over to Magic City Brewing, have a beer. Hopefully the wind dies down. And if not, I'll make sure that I find spots and that it's not super windy in. So I had a beer, and after I finished that beer, I realized how bad my back was hurting sitting there, and I was like, "Oh no!" I'm like, I actually need to take some Advil, which I had on me. So I got a cup of water, took some Advil, drank another beer, and I sat there while I was drinking the beer, waiting for it to kick in, and I just like, oh, I'll answer all the latest YouTube comments and Instagram messages and all that kind of stuff. So I just kind of sat there and went through that. And when I got up, I was like, man, it's kicking in, but I don't feel well. I rode over to this little dock where I planned to do the first thing. I tried to sit down Indian style or crisscross applesauce, I guess is we're supposed to say these days. That's what my nieces and nephews say. We grew up with saying Indian style. And I realized I'm like, oh, I can't sit like that. That really hurts. And so like I got in a position, like filmed one thing, whatever. It didn't feel like it went that well. Went over to my next spot, and that's where I put out Monday's video. I'm sitting at this picnic table. I have the camera on the table, and I'm trying to do this, and I just can't keep my thoughts coherent. Like I'm feeling the pain. I'm a little drunk, at like 2 in the afternoon from 2 beers on an empty stomach, and then I just started like I just said that random monologue about being frustrated that I put the video out. Whatever. I get home and I start to edit it. I'm like I even said at the end of that, I'm like, why am I recording this? And so I start to edit it and I'm like, is this something that's even worth uploading to YouTube? What's the point of this? So, but I'm like, yeah, what the heck? I always put out a video on Monday, even if just, you guys who watch the live stream and some of my close friends are the only ones who watch it, whatever. It's how I was feeling at the moment. That video I set it on Sunday to upload at 6 a.m. on Monday, like I always do. I get up around 8 and it's already got like 200 views. I'm like, wow, that is more than normal. Then I'm eating lunch. I check in again. It's at like 500. I get ready to go to bed. It's over 1,000. I get up the next day. Today, it's over 2,000 views. And it's funny that I sat there, just did a stream of conscious, gave a video a title that doesn't really say anything. And I'm like, it kind of feels good that in a way, like when you're just honest about like how you're feeling and stuff, it really seemed to have, I don't know, sparked something, touched a chord. Is that the expression? I don't know, but because if my videos, like if I make a ride video, like now, like 500-600 people views might get. If I make something very specific, like Surly Corner Bars, it could take off a little bit, but that was extremely unusual to watch a video just like for me skyrocket like that, where it was something that I'm like, this is kind of a throwaway stream of conscious type video. So really interesting to see that happen. But through the comments, which are very appreciated, it seems like it just a lot of people found it very relatable. It wasn't supposed to be clickbaity or anything like that. It was just exactly how I felt. And so it just shows that sometimes it's kind of nice that sometimes when you just like, hey, sometimes shit just isn't that great. And people are like, oh, it's nice to, I guess it must be like, hear that. Like, yeah, because sometimes shit isn't that great for me either. It must be I would assume, the attitude and why it ended up hitting the algorithm a little bit or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. Just that little ramble. That was a ramble, and it was a ramble on the video, but kind of interesting. So I titled this with the sciatica thing, but I'm actually not feeling, just to be totally clear, like sciatica yet. So it's like I pinched something in my back, and it's like it's very hard to get up. It's very hard to sit down, but if I'm laying down or standing here, I'm mostly fine. I'm not in constant pain like when I had sciatica. And I could ride my bike. I just can't put down a ton of power. Like if my hips rock at all, I could feel it. But it's really hard to get off or on my bike. Like I'm getting off like in motion. If like to easily get off my bike, I'm riding and then I'll like pull the leg off and like stand on the side of the bike and step down. But even to get on it, I'm almost like I could lay it on the ground, step over it and pick it up. I just can't do that. Like right now, I can't lift my leg all the way up on its own. So the thing is, the last time I had sciatica, this is how it started. I hurt my back and then I couldn't do any stretching or exercising. And I think that's what, led to having it where that, the muscles like tighten up and then they get that nerve in there or whatever. So right now I could stand here comfortably and not be in pain. It's just like I'm like an old man when I try to do anything. Like I had to have Funny Brad come over. I spray painted those truck tires and I was able to roll them out the back of the studio and down the stairs, but I knew I couldn't lift them up to get them back into the studio. These tires I have to photograph for this strange gig that I have or whatever. So so that's where I'm at right now, guys. So not miserable, but just worried that it's going to be miserable. And the reason I am streaming instead of going out riding with Brad and Large and our buddy Mike, who's in town, is because I figured the way they were going to go and where they were heading, it was going to be some off road stuff, and the shaking on the bike will really bother me. So, like, I kind of need to stick to the road right now. So, hey, what's up, Waffles and Coffee? How's it going? Now I'm going to get into the comments now that I've done my little ramble, but it just felt good to, talk about all that. So, oh, Rick, so I was talking about his Fuji. It's his X100. It's all effed up, but it still takes great pics. Yeah. Chris said, try some hot yoga for my back for sure. One of the things I needed to be doing, and this is what I've been talking about in the comments with people who have been chatting with me, um, is I need to be doing all that stuff beforehand. And I do. I have like a little stretching routine and a little like lateral strength training I try to do, but I don't do it enough. And now that I've pinched it, it's hard to do things to like get it better. It's like now I'm kind of trying to rest and then do just enough stretching to fend off the sciatica. But for sure, I need to work way more on that kind of stuff. Gary said it wasn't getting hit by a car. Chris said his riding muscles always feel good after a yoga stretch. And then Rick said, I did get hit by a 2,000-pound rolling metal object, which is true. I didn't think they're related, but to say it's not related, I did get hit by a car. I'm sure I tightened up, stressed up, and all that kind of stuff. It could be part of, I went from getting hit by a car to being super busy with work. So definitely could have been something. That's a waffles. Gary said he got hit by a car in 2013 and his back still hurts from it. Yeah. Rick. Jam Z said he liked the video. Pants are off now. Resonated, Dylan said. Yeah, I guess so. Resonated is the word I was looking for. Um, touched a nerve, Jay Dandy said. Yeah. Or did I say that out loud? Yeah. Struck a chord, touched a nerve. Yeah. Uh, yeah. Patrick said he went over the handlebars 11 years ago and his back still gets it. Yeah, anytime I feel like once you're over, not even over a certain age, like I was drying off my face after washing my face in college and I pinched my neck and like that still tightens up once in a while. And I'm fingers crossed it's been about 5, 6 years now, but there's still a time where I'll turn my neck and I'll feel that pop. And then I have a week of misery, where I'm getting out of bed, like doing so I feel like a lot of us have that. You have that one thing, whether it's something super dramatic, like going over the bars or getting hit by a car, or something stupid, like my back thing started. This is the first time I ever live streamed. I was bedridden from this exact problem, but I was picking a weed and I stood up and turned and it was like a pop. And said I went over to my desk to work, a standing desk, and then when I went to walk away, I didn't realize I was resting on my arms and I couldn't. Like my parents had to come over and pretty much they just gave me some pills and I waited till they kicked in and I, you know, uh, creeped my way over to bed and used a bike to walk around the studio for a week. So too much weight in your fanny pack. Rick said if his back acts up, he gets scared. He knows how bad it can get. Yeah, it's back stuff too. We were talking about Uh, thanks, Muskrat. a little, he's performing a little bit of Ernest Angley on me, I think. So, and you did give me good advice in the comments as well, Muskrat. That the power of the bike compels you. Yeah, it's back stuff is scary. I mean, it's just like even my neck thing is horrible, and I've had it when I've since I've been riding. Like probably around right when I really got back into riding was the last time I really tweaked it. It was unrelated to riding, but it just makes it a pain to like be able to turn around, but you could still function. Like or if you hurt your knee or something, you could still kind of favor your other leg. But back stuff just it spreads all the way from your feet to your brain. It just like sciatica, as I know a couple of you have dealt with, and or Bob Darrow who watches the stream sometime. It's like it's completely debilitating. I mean, you just sciatica just for me, it's just I just when that hits, it's nerve pain all the time, and Advil gives me a couple hours of minor relief, but I'm just never happy. Like I'm always frustrated when I have it. So JMZ said the 20-minute yoga session by Shauna Virtue 3 to 4 times a week was a game changer. Yeah, I just need to keep up on stuff like that. Like I said, now I'm just doing everything I can, like just simple, a lot of just trying to stretch in like the opposite direction to keep it from getting worse. But it's hard to say what'll happen. Yeah, we're getting old. I mean, yeah, just. Uh, I was like right before the stream, and this is similar to part of what Muskrat was saying, but I was just laying on the couch with an ice pack under the back, which really does. Um, when I first get up after that, I feel really good, and then I try to warm it up real quick to get that kind of, you know, 15-minute workout by Jane Fund. Let's see what see some bike and drink picks. Let's do bikes first. I was way back. I'm already scrolled back in the right side. Yeah, Rick's girlfriend. Google it. You'll see them together. I did like that you found this, Rick. I didn't. So we actually have there's actually a Fitzwater Road and a Fitzwater Trailhead out our way on the uh, Canal Trail. Oh, that's right. When I was in Philly, I did see Fitzwater Road. I forgot about that. I have a photo of it. So, ah, trying to get my leg up again. uh, well, losing my balance. And then Chris was showing, trying to get his, I think, tubeless wheels on. He said, not fun, but they did go on with a bit of talking to him nicely. Got the Terravale Coronados. Yeah, as you guys have seen on here, everyone knows, but some tire and rim combinations are just a struggle. Yeah, when you're at that point and you're not on yet, you know it's going to be a little bit of a war. Oh, Pudgy, you said you almost broke your ribs. You uh, broke almost of all of your ribs, I think is what you meant. Since then, they break super easy and it's miserable. Yeah. I'm not touching those comments. It's too early. Oh, yeah, that looks sweet. Did you change out that decal yourself so it's the other Surly logo? What did Brad text me while we got the bike pickup here? I think Funny Brad might swing by. He might bring me a beer from Hoppin' Frog. So I also got a notification from. Do you guys know the website Fiverr? So we were talking about the tuna boat stickers last week, doing some tuna boat stickers, so people who watch the stream could have something to kind of identify. Um, just for the heck of it, I went on Fiverr, which you could just like type in what you want, like graphic design, and there's freelancers who work there, and you could type. So I typed in tuna boat, beer, podcast, bikes, just to see what would come up, and some of the logos were funny, but they were funny in the wrong direction, but not enough to be like worth doing. So I'll show some, I think, on Thursday when I'm more prepared. Like I said, I was literally laying down before I came on this stream. So same with the chat. Like I said, I wanted to get the text I want on here, but yeah, we'll I'll pull up some of the Fiverr like suggestions that were like only $25 to buy, like $10 to $25, so totally worth it. And maybe we vote on them or see if anyone even thinks they're worthwhile. This is Snack Surly down in Snacks. So talked about his move to Bentonville. So he took his steel Surly and he's put all these great carbon bits on it. He's built this into a pretty badass little ripper. His rides today, if you guys follow him on Instagram or Strava, it looked pretty amazing. Oh, Chris, you did change that sticker on the Surly. I like that. Funny Brad will make this pity party worth it. Come on, give me a break. Oh, Chris, yours had no badges on it except the head tube and the chainstays. Huh. Let's go back to that. Oh, I think I have it. Whoop. Huh, I'm surprised I didn't have Surly on the, like where you put it on. Oh, and this is Snack's full squish bike now too, which I'm sure he needs out there. There's with all the great trails. What brand is this? I don't, as you guys know, I don't know modern mountain bike. Spot? Is that? Uh, well, I have no need to pretend like I know what I'm talking about when it comes to modern mountain bikes because I don't. So they all look like that to me. DSO. Yeah. We do need to make a DSO command. Let's see, I think I think we had a lot of chatting between there and the next bike pick. Oh yeah, which is Rick's. Oh, I have these cut off for some reason. Let me move. Whoop, moving the wrong thing. Do you know what stem that is on your bike, Rick? I was looking at a Nito stem at Dirty River today, and I was going to have him order me a really tall stem like that for my single speed because I want one. My single speed's fairly upright and it's got kind of sweep back bars, but I want to put a stem like close to that long on there. So I have one bike that is like fully upright. So like times like this, like where my back's hurting me, if I do just need to ride into the city or something, I have a bike like that. But I was looking at Nito stem that on the Crust website, and then Dirty River was going to order me a similar Nito stem. But I do want one, fully upright, totally comfortable bike when I'm just like commuting or going to a gig. I'm not trying to get at it or get after it or anything. And I have that old Japanese bike we built up on the stream that would be perfect on. It's a bike stem. Yeah. Rick's fast bike. Yeah. Nito has a number of stems that'll work for um, something like this. I need to. Oh yeah, that reminds me too. I had this sitting here. I don't think I ever have showed it yet, but Yonda recommended this, and I finally got it. So I have a regular caliper, but for all that the talking we do on this stream and all the weird vintage stuff and different standards, stuff that I have, I ended up ordering a digital caliper. So that's even one of the things I should have brought the single speed over here uh, for this stream, so I could have measured to see what stem I need. But yeah, I don't think my right autofocus isn't working at all tonight. But no, but yeah, so this will be cool when we, do one of the vintage builds and all that kind of stuff, and how we were when I was putting like the modern tires on the vintage rims and just seeing what tires actually measure out to. I think this will be one a useful tool that I'll actually take advantage of, but also something just also for fun to check stuff. So, and if Yonda recommended it, we know it's the right one. So, Sciatica stem. Wait, what are you saying there, Pudgy? You're saying Nitto does not equal Nito? You'll trade me that stem, Rick, for a $30,000 when new digital back. They're $55, Rick. I don't think that's a fair trade. Muskrat, you were saying, Tim, you need a compression back brace if it helps prevent sciatica flare-ups, and if you tighten it up, it helps you crap before a bike ride. I mean, I could see that because I could see like the hanging thing. How some people say like hang, like I could grab onto it and it feels good, and I think a compression back brace would do that same kind of thing. Now you could be off topic, Muskrat. This is free flowing. So Pudgy's saying it's pronounced Nitto. Nitto. All right. Rick said he needs a digital caliper. The analog are useless. It's not that they're useless. They're just, I mean, I don't know. I don't need glasses, but I feel like they're just harder to. They're pretty hard to. I mean, again, my autofocus isn't working tonight, but those numbers are just extremely small on your old, analog caliper. So I'm always just like, what is that? Is that an eighth or a millimeter? So yeah, the digital one will be really a nice upgrade. I don't think it. I was gonna say I'll drop the link. Pudgy, I can't or Pudgy. I can't remember where Yonda sent that to me. If it was an Instagram chat or what, but I think it was like $34. So not nothing, but not for as much as I'll use it. I think I'll enjoy having it. Like and just I'll probably it's one of those things because it's easier to use. I'll end up measuring everything. Like, oh, what are these tires on this rim? Type thing. But it's the eye gauging Easy Cow. So you could also type that in on Amazon. You can measure your junk with that. Dylan said digital calipers are one of those tools you think you will never use and then you use it every day. Yeah, I could totally see that. Yeah. Tim in a corset. I need a hard enough. Yeah, Muskrat, those are the ones I was looking at. The Nitto tectonics. Yeah, those are the exact. That's the exact stem I looked. I pull it up here. Yeah, the tectonic is like it's insanely long. It's actually shorter than the one Rick had on there. Um, shorter this whatever the word is. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, super short, super tall. Yeah, they have it in 50 millimeters. So they even say it's good for ribs. This stem is what you've seen used on countless riv builds or classic mountain bikes that need some rise. And then he writes, I wouldn't recommend running this thing fully extended on something you plan to get rowdy on. No, of course not. But I have enough head tube too on that Japanese bike that it'll be sitting in there a little bit. So uh, Alto said get a caliper with millimeter, inch, and fractional inch, which I'm assuming this will switch between all of them, or Yonda wouldn't have recommended it, but I literally have not messed with it yet. Like I said, I've just all the stuff I want to do, and then I've been busy, and then I hurt myself. So let's see if it. These are the directions I'm looking at, seeing what it says. Oh, mess with it a little later, maybe. I can't deal with fish. I do not like. The only fish I like are tuna boat. Give me albacore. Yeah, I don't like the dead either. Those tacos. At least early dead I could put up with. Like late '60s dead I could hear and it doesn't bother me. But yeah, fish is like nails on a chalkboard to me. Well, Dylan, wow, what a rod! Oh, Muskrat said they had a 120 millimeter stem, so only the boys with the ribs. All right, let's get back into bike picks before I spin completely out of control. Oh yeah, we got Michael's shots out by the river. Open the original here. See, even laying down DSO, I like it. DSO. Oh, look at that. That's quite the. A beaver got real close on that one, then didn't finish the job, huh? Hung like a rib. That's funny. You don't need to unsubscribe just because I don't like fish. Everyone has different musical tastes. We're here to talk about bicycles. I was in punk bands, just so you guys know. Like, so you know, our whole thing was make your point in 2.5 minutes, right? So, just the opposite end of the spectrum. I was less than rocket science. Man, oh, this is out. This is actually, if you look in the background, that's the air dock. This is where Large and Funny Brad are out in that area right now. Man, you have got this slammed less than rocket science. I saw it. I saw him today on the road. We talked for a little while. Me and my buddy Mike were about to run through where they had the fireworks set up for the home opener of our Double A baseball team. So So we were about to. We just went right around the fence. It's on the towpath. We go to blast by it, and one guy tries to stop us, and we're like, okay, we'll go this way instead. And then there was like a fire marshal there, and he went to stop us. So we turned around. We went the other way, and as we were going the other way, less than rocket science had to pull up with a woman he was riding bikes with, whose name I cannot remember, who I had met a couple times before. And then while we were standing there chatting about not being able to ride on the towpath, a third friend of ours happened to ride up. And it goes hand in hand with what I said at the end of yesterday's video, that I just love bikes and being out there. And when you go out and ride, like now, like in an area and you meet more people, like, so pretty soon four of us are standing there, five of us standing there bitching about the stupid towpath being shut down for this, the firework display that wasn't going to happen till like right now. And it's 5 hours ago. But yeah, anyways, so uh, cool to see his bike and good to see him out there today. That was just Rick from a couple days ago when he said it was cold again. Was this a group ride you were on, Rick, where you got a fire going? Because I see all the other bikes out there and some of the other the videos you posted on Instagram. What's up, Stoked on Spokes? He said, enjoyed the hangs. I know you're probably looking for a threaded, but your bullet came with a Satori easy setup threadless. Oh, great solution for an upright bar when you need it. I'll pull. What? Yeah, for my. Let's see. For the bike that I'm going to do, it's a single speed that I built up really cheap. So that one is only going to be a threaded. Trying to Google what you typed in there. Is that a what's coming up is German cargo bikes? Is that what you're talking about? Well, I thought I've watched a bunch of your videos, and I don't remember it being German cargo bikes. I cannot type in the right thing right now. Oh yeah, I have watched a bunch of your videos. Me and Large were watching them one night while having a few beers. Satori East Up. There we go. Let's Google that. I'm over. I said I'm a little out of it with the paint, so I'm over here in my own little world. Oh, it's like the adjustable style. Let's see. Where's a good non? Amazon is the one that's coming up. Let's see it. Anyways. No, that's not it. Oh, there we go. Oh, I have this way cut off on down here. Great solution for an upright bar. Yeah. Stoked on sciatica. Yeah, Rick. Okay, a head tube insert that lets you ride the stem. I gotcha. Yeah, the way I'm going, I might need something like that for my regular bikes. You know. Oh, autocorrect said east. Gotcha. Easy. Yeah. Let's see. Is that what I? Hey, what's up, Mark? I want to see a picture of this in action. Besides, like in the bike, do they? Maybe one of the reviewers has dropped one. Nah. Well, now that I have it the right name, uh, easy. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. That makes way more sense here, seeing it like this. Let me move this so you guys can see it. Okay, that was the top of the. Oh, so it's kind of like a quick. Okay, so it's like a classic like adjustable quick release, but for your stem instead of your saddle or your seat post. I gotcha. Nice. Hey, what's up, Tony? Stoked on autocorrect. CJ Thompson, uh, he said you can hear the fireworks from your place, and you kid me not, they started about a minute a minute after I said they were happening. Yeah, I guess I have a sixth sense for the fireworks in Akron. But what time? What time is it? Oh, 9:48. That makes sense. Yeah. Oh, Tony, it's the Rubber Duck season opener, the Double A baseball team. So so that's what you're stoked with saying that most bullet builds come with them because they're only sold in one size, so you adjust the bars to get them. That makes sense. Just your stem to get the bars where you want them. Tony, I still have, speaking of my back hurting on Friday and realizing my back was bad on Friday night, I still have some photos to send you from Friday when Tony runs or how would you describe, produces a podcast about horror movies, and the two hosts were there, and he was drunkenly arranging for me to take photos of the guys, which came out really good actually at the bar we were at. They were sitting on this kind of fancy couch, and it has like the right look. I just haven't edited them yet, but Tony said you feel like you don't need fireworks for a Tuesday season opener. I would agree because they shut down our bike path, which is annoying enough. So, what other bike picks did you guys drop in here this week? Oh, Dylan found a decent amount of green out there. Let me move my face out of the way. Whoops, that's not my face. Is your chain hooked on that stick right there? Look at this. Did you notice that when you set it up against that tree? Excuse me. Tony, you have no memory of this. Don't believe anything I say, but also thanks for the pics and please send them to him. Yeah. I've got some of you standing out front, Tony, out front of the bar, and you're holding like some kind of whiskey or bourbon drink. And I'm like, not sure you're allowed to have that out here. And you're like, well, I had to move my bike because some of those guys are leaving. And I'm like, not sure that changes the law about having open container outside of the bar, but fair enough. Yeah, Dylan's got the wooden chain guard going on. It wasn't just you, Tony. Everybody was living it up that night, celebrating Micah's opening for sure. So, one by stick. I think he had one more. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was bummed I didn't make it down to ride with you guys in Columbus, but with the way the weather was looking and then how busy I was, and then it turning out that, you know, my back wasn't that great anyways, it was definitely the right call. So, hey, what's up, Dimitri? I'm actually feeling decent right now, but I think it is again that I'm just standing here. It's amazing that um, something like what's going on with my back when I just stand here and talk and like kind of can move around a little bit that I feel fine. It's when I really try to do anything that it just starts to go downhill really fast. And like I said, laying there with it iced right before I started streaming helps a lot. So, oh, uh, Malk was asking about the bar. Let me pull the photo back up. Dylan said the day I planned turned out to be terrible. So, all right, that's good news then. I mean, don't not that I want a terrible day, but that we, yeah, let's. I'll get down to Columbus a couple times this summer though. We'll all get a ride. It just yeah, that wasn't the right day. We wouldn't have been able to sit on any patios. It was just going to be, yeah, miserable. Yeah, Malk rode enough misery rides for the year. Yeah, winter should be over. This has been a tough spring, but Dimitri, I do try to keep up on stretching, but I don't do it enough, like you were saying. I just, oh, hang on. There's a knock at the door. I'm going to answer it. I think it's funny, Brad. So jump into the members video, and then we will cuss. I would just like to take this moment to thank the channel members whose names you see on the screen right now. Their financial support really does make it possible to continue to grow this channel. We will be back in a moment, so it's time to crack open another tea packet and start letting the F-bombs fly. Thanks, everyone.
tuna boat. Give me tuna boat. I want a tuna boat. Give me tuna boat. I want a tuna boat. Give me tuna boat. I want a tuna boat. Give me tuna boat. I want a tuna boat. Give me tuna boat.
Mike, yeah, there we go. Start talking.
I'm supposed to start talking?
Yeah.
Who am I talking to? These weirdos?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't feel like it.
What's up, internet?
Funny bad.
Oh shit.
Computer involved, man.
You're a computer.
You're involved.
Wide angle bread. What the? Who's it? Ah, boy. Pudgy? Don't fucking start, man. Brad McMahon.
What'd he say?
Wide angle Brad Webb.
I like tuna eye Brad. That's pretty good.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, look, you showed me some Stoked on Spokes videos, right?
Yeah.
He jumped in the chat. He's in the
cool.
chat tonight. Yeah.
Nice. Oh, funny Brad. You get that flute whenever you're done.
Sure. Does any? Oh, I brought this for you, and I'm gonna drink it all.
What's popping off on the
Yeah. What are you guys
stream,
talking about?
man?
This can't be.
We were talking about Dylan's bars last.
Oh boy.
Those are the bars you wrote at Jake's last time, right?
No.
Ryan's
Those are
bike.
Jones bars,
Kinda so.
aren't they?
Kind of similar.
No, he has the Morocco bars,
That's what I meant.
but it's I can understand why you make that mistake.
What? They're pretty similar,
Yeah.
aren't they? Jones and Maloko bars? How different?
Maloko
I mean,
just
it's like,
has like the nips.
yeah.
Oh,
Like
the
it's
front.
Open in the front.
Yeah.
You called them nips?
You were riding the hips.
Ugh.
That week.
I did ride the
That's
nips.
what
Yeah.
Maloko stands for.
Did you get some?
Tuna fish eye Brad.
Is there any
Tuna-
beer in there?
Oh, sorry, bud.
Oh yeah, you guys get to see the new setup over here that it's finally getting used.
We got another one coming.
I didn't finish because my back, but I want to put a back there so you could like get another cushion so you'll be able to lean back on that.
Yeah.
Talk about this.
Yeah.
Look at that broken
Give you something to do for the next fucking 5 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Thanks. What do we got there?
This is the Dangster Frog IPA.
Oh, oh man, that's a stout. Ooh. Not for me, buddy. It's gasoline.
And this is the extended barrel aged.
Yeah. So who we got? We got Funny Brad, Large Marge, and Myth Robotic.
Oh, no, I don't get a nickname?
But you don't have a nickname.
That
yet.
is your nickname.
Well, we gotta wait till the show's over, then people start typing nicknames.
Yeah, they got to come up with your nickname.
Yeah.
So Mike Maris, and we'll see after he tells his story what his nickname is.
Fingerhead?
Ew.
I don't know.
He's the guy that made the sword.
Does anyone like stout?
There's probably pictures on your
On the trail?
Instagram or mine.
Oh yeah. So if you guys know the Bike Akron logo with the sword, or if you've ever ridden the towpath where the big sword in the stone was, Mike is the metal sculpturist who had made that. So yeah, the Bike Akron logo is
10
the
o'clock
sword in the
yet?
stone.
He fucked. Yeah, it's exactly 10 o'clock.
Yeah. We have a rule: no cussing till 10 o'clock.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I start cussing immediately.
Yeah, it's hard not to, but.
Yeah.
It started because one guy asked me if the streams were friendly enough to, or were like PG enough to watch at work because he works all night. And I'm like, usually till about 10, and then after that, I'm kind of drunk and I don't know what I'm going to say. So then it just started at 10 o'clock is the cussing, like the
I
line.
think I was watching that one.
Oh,
Yeah.
Weren't you on Funny Bread?
I don't know. Maybe now I'm looking at Dylan's bars. He's got the what? Is that the Eastern Diamondback or whatever? The tape. That's what's his name from?
Go slow.
Yeah, Camp and Go Slow. Jared, is that his name? Jared, yeah.
Dylan.
The guy that. Does
Oh,
Camp and
Jared
Go
from
Slow.
Hope. Yeah. Camp and Go Slow.
Eastern Diamondback. I think that's the olive color.
Oh, that's what he calls that?
Um,
Pudgy came up with a nickname suggestion.
Oh, what do we got?
Iron Dick.
Nope. I'm gonna just, nah,
There's my train. Iron what?
we're gonna skip that one.
Iron Devil?
No.
Well, I do.
Nah.
Fire Sloth. I mean, that's. You know,
You can't give yourself a nickname.
you guys gave me.
Tony said, Michael, Big Mike Maris.
I like it.
Yeah, Michael, Big Mike. Yeah, man, Tony.
Creative.
needs a-
Michael, Big Mike Maris.
I like that.
That's pretty good. Yeah. Okay, I guess we're done.
You want to pull up one of these?
No, I don't want to sit.
All right. Well, I wasn't sitting either, so.
Yeah, can you sit right now?
Nah, I'm better off standing.
How are you feeling?
I feel fine standing. Yeah.
Okay. Did you take anything?
No.
Have you
Well, I
tried
mean-
cycling, like ibuprofen, acetaminophen, like a?
I took Advil to go riding earlier for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you mean cycling?
Sorry, I gotta get this out of the way.
Pudgy spelled Michael like bicycle.
And
Bike.
Tony just spelled it wrong.
Yeah. Tony spelled it completely wrong.
It doesn't begin with a P at all. That's
Her
not.
name from the other night that I met. She called my bike the Bikel.
Oh,
We were losing
Dawn.
our shit.
Dawn. Yeah.
That's
Oh, is
Yeah.
that why you said it like that? Is that?
Michael Maris. Yeah. Mycicle Maris.
Farley said he misses the sword.
We
Yeah.
all miss this. I look for it every time I go through there, expecting to see like
It might
some
turn
rusty
up.
remain. I know.
Yeah.
The MO was the same. The last people stole it. They
The
took
last
one
people-
bolt.
Yeah.
The
So it
ones
might
that
have been a
stole it out of the
coincidence,
stump.
but-
Yeah, they didn't take it very far, and I was hoping that was the same for the one in the swamp.
I mean, if it is, it'll turn up.
How much does it weigh?
Pull up a swamp
Yeah,
photo.
pull up give a swamp photo.
Pull
Of
up
what?
that Flickr.
Send it to you. Hey, Brad.
He said that sincerely though, not like I do.
Actually, on the Instagram is where it would be.
Yeah,
I could probably send it to you quick.
it's on. There's one on mine.
Of course, there's Brad.
I mean, I don't have as many pictures as you. That's why I'm.
I have one of us all standing there with Mike.
Yeah, probably the same one that I copied and pasted from you.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh no, not that one.
Oh yeah, as you can see, there's sword right
Oh,
there.
that was yeah. Yeah, Ben's sitting on the sword that you can't see at all.
Oh yeah, Ben's kind of covering up the sword, but
So are you.
yeah, I'm kind of right in front of it, huh?
Blame it all on Ben.
Oh,
And my bike's kind of in the way.
culprits here.
Mostly Greg Milo.
That's one of the swords.
One of the swords with the swordsmith.
Man, I'm not.
Right before Aaron knocked
Rick, you can do
everyone's
better than
bikes over.
No offense.
Right before what?
Aaron knocked over everyone.
Oh yeah, Erin did knock over everyone's bikes. Then she said it wasn't me, and she's the only one standing by everyone. It's like literally Erin in like a pile of bikes on the ground, and she's like, "That wasn't my fault." It's like clearly it was your fault.
Even if it wasn't, though, we're still gonna blame you.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're by the bikes that all fell over. Marsupial?
Ooh,
Maris, Maris,
Marsupial.
Marsupial? Yeah, how would you go? Yeah,
Marsupial.
Marsupial.
Marsuperpal.
JMZ said West Coast Mike, which
Ooh.
kind of works now.
I had a name for one summer, asparagus.
Asparagus.
Asparagus?
No, like the
Yeah, we know what it's like.
Like the butt?
vegetable.
Like the butt.
Like the butt? Asparagus? Oh, like,
I used to say when I was little, though, they'd say,
Asparagus.
Michael Maras.
yeah.
Like events and
Oh.
shit. I'd be like, I already lost it.
Yeah, no chance.
No, like the vegetable, asparagus.
Yeah, oh, asparagus.
Asparagus.
Yeah, what did Erin say at her speech when she had to do that? Local fart hero.
Yeah.
Local party?
No, Ben called her that. She said she was supposed to say,
I could have swore she said.
what was she saying?
Partner.
Oh yeah. She
Oh,
said
Aaron was giving a speech after winning a nice award, and she accidentally said, "I'd like to thank also our partners."
And all
Trying
of
to
us
say
assholes are
food.
sitting out there.
Food partner. Is that
Yeah.
It was food partners, and she actually said fartners.
I think it was the hardest I've ever laughed.
And the award she won was the local food hero. So now we've called her the local fart hero since then.
None of us could laugh. We're in the middle of this ceremony.
Nobody, we didn't laugh. I knew
Nobody
I could
laughed
see
out
you
loud.
like I could see
Oh.
you like your shoulders shaking. I'm like,
I-
don't look at Brad. Whatever
If
you
anyone
do.
looked at me, I would have fucking
Yeah,
exploded.
yeah.
I don't know how I didn't laugh out loud, and I thought,
Oh, there it is. Asparagus. Yeah. Like the butt.
their ass Maris.
But Maris.
Verbal harassment. I like how this has just turned into
All
a.
of these are good. I'm trying to find that really good sword
What
trick,
it-
but
Oh yeah.
Oh, this is you guys riding the other night.
Yeah, that's asparagus. right
That's
there.
asparagus right there.
Yeah,
Like the butt.
yeah, like the butt,
you mean
like the poop from the butt. That's at the.
How many did the viewership of the stream go way down?
I hope so.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look, there's where Dylan dropped out.
Yeah.
Whoa, Albert joined.
Message that to me.
Did Chrissy make him do that?
I think he's the latest to renew, but yeah, probably.
Oh, okay, yeah.
She's like,
You got
push
him,
that
yeah.
button.
This is your friend.
Yeah.
Mom's in high school. That's the dam out at the Barrens.
Ah.
Mike's never been out there, so
You.
that's what we did on Sunday when we missed you.
Oh, okay.
We went out to Ignite and then to the Barrens.
we're getting bad ratings.
Get bad ratings.
What's going on?
Grandpa over here has been misunderstanding everything that is, and he's been asking for
My voice
clarification.
not doing good. Come on here.
too much butt talk.
Uh,
I hit this butt plug again.
Posted Mikey's sword photo in the.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay.
Just shatting.
just chat.
There we go. When the sword was still there.
Ooh, that's like a new sword pick too.
What does that mean? It's gone.
Look how silvery it is still.
Ah, when it
Yeah.
was new.
Probably when I just put it up. Actually.
Yeah, new sword pick.
He's got a point. Dude.
Oh, Tony said he dumped some in the Discord too.
Probably in bike picks. Oh yeah, there we
Oh
go.
yeah.
Who are these
Oh,
weirdos?
that's a cool plate.
Oh. Wait. Oh, that's just Tony. I
CJ.
recognize
Yeah, we
them.
got Tony and CJ. What's CJ's?
CJ. He's not in that picture.
Oh no, that's
Jeremy.
Jeremy. Yeah. Shows how well my brain functions.
I like the bike stack though.
Oh, okay, yeah,
there's
Farley
a
threw
more
one in.
aged one, yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
More
Okay,
recent.
now I see what you were saying about that it being new. I forgot it looked that rusty in the end.
Yeah.
Did you just say yeah? You're right.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear that? Man, that looks like a late summer picture. Everything's all blowed out.
It's
and
starting to
down
change
on the road.
colors. It's like, yeah.
Does the stream know the story of this sword?
Oh, yeah, they probably don't.
Like how it's.
You put it there.
Yeah.
Just that it was stolen.
So
yeah.
one
Oh,
day,
we did say that,
The
yeah.
sword just appeared there, though, right?
Both swords were stolen.
Yeah.
Yeah, multiple swords.
Yeah.
How many of these are in Akron?
Well, two, I would think, because the
I thought it was.
suspects are still out there.
I thought it was 12.
They got it. 12. Oh,
12.
yeah, he's winking at me. Real
Damn it,
weird.
Michael.
Yeah.
Damn it, Michael.
Come on, Mass-Marigus.
So there's 12 of these swords in Akron.
Sounds like a really big sort of event.
Yeah. Welcome to the Mass-Marigus. So wait, you have a story about there being another funny Brad?
Oh, yeah.
Are you going to step up
Yeah.
and tell this?
Oh, yeah. Call me in.
Yeah, you're.
Oh, yeah. Do you want me to take you out? Or take you in? Sorry.
Hold on, let me get prepared.
Oh, boy. Talk about
How? When did the
momentum
sword?
killer.
Oh wait, we gotta.
We losing viewers again.
No, we got a
Sit back down.
super chat coming through.
Super Shack. What's that?
Listen, Grandpa. So when someone super chats, the computer.
Makes a sweet ass noise. I like
Pudgy
that.
Pedal Pusher super chatted $1.99. Mike, heard you have a big sword, won a sword fight.
Alright, your computer's coming on to me.
Well,
Nice.
Pudgy's coming on to you, but
No,
the
it's the
computer is
computer, yeah.
relaying
It's the computer.
Yeah.
this message.
I like your computer's name, Pudgy. Oh, Pudgy the computer. Turning me on.
I posted the photo in the
Oh,
Discord
photo.
too,
Perfect.
for context,
Double Brad is in.
for
Alright.
story sake.
Story time.
This has to go with the story. Oh, I see. Do I pull that up at a certain point during
yeah,
this?
not
This is
yet.
not, yeah, not yet.
Okay.
Let's wait.
That's a- so,
What are you doing?
do we need a? Do you need someone to build this up?
Getting silly. I could build it. Unless you would like to.
No, I don't know where you're going with this.
Me neither.
Yeah, I don't think.
You and me both.
About
Oh, really?
there being another funny Brad.
There was another funny Brad.
All right, start. Start
Little did I know. Yeah, I don't really. I didn't really meet him per se. But we were at Magic City just hanging out, and it was the end of the night, and everyone's wrapping it up. Had our beers. Excuse me, sir.
Oh, sorry.
And is that allowed on these kind of things? Shut up! I'm telling a story. Anyways, Magic City, just some friends there, and
Viewer count is now 13.
oh no,
No, I'm kidding.
is that normal? Listen, kids.
Brad. Sorry.
Anyways, yeah, try to tell the story. Magic City, hanging out, end of the night, paying tabs. Everyone's leaving. I gotta take a piss, so, naturally, peed on Brad's face. Anyways, I went into the bathroom, and there's Brad standing there at the urinal. So I did what any friend would do, and I just took my finger and come here. Let me.
Slowly.
Can we pull this up a bit? I went like this. And then I walked into the stall.
But
and
you made a sound.
No,
too,
you
though.
giggled. You went like
Right, just like I
And I
did.
was like, that was good. I knew that was gonna be funny. And I liked it too. And then I go in the stall and I stick my foot out and start tapping on your foot. And I like just keeping it going.
But.
And then no one said anything and I was like, Brad? There was no sound at all, so I'm like, all right, whatever. He probably just left. So then I walk back out to pay my tab and just see where everybody else is at, and Brad's standing there, and he's wearing a different shirt. It's a different plaid shirt.
Like that's the first thing you said to me. You were just like, different shirt.
Yeah, I was like, you changed your shirt, and I'm like, oh, and then it dawned on me that wasn't fucking Brad, and I'm like, dude, you just in the bathroom? He's like, no, I didn't go to the bathroom. I'm like, fuck, there's a guy in here who I think thinks I want to hook up with him in the bathroom or something.
He's like, we gotta go.
Like, we gotta get the fuck out of here right now.
Well, the guy probably knows, and they're probably looking for you right now. just look for someone that's like staring at you.
Yeah, and I'm
you
like,
looked
no, we
over at
gotta
the
leave.
bar, and the guy's pointing at like, the guy's like,
Yeah, and he's standing next to me, so I put my arm around Brad, like, look, you guys look fucking
and
exactly
all I
the
could hear is the other Brad say, he's even wearing the same jacket.
Yeah.
So it's this.
There's a fucking picture. Everyone's losing their shit.
So you touched his neck.
Oh, I solicited him for sex in the restroom. That's what you do. You like tap on someone's foot through the stall.
Wait, it gets even better though, because earlier in the night, Brad had gotten his second or third drink or whatever, and the bartender went to like put it on his tab, and he's like, "Oh man, there's like, you're Brad Visker. There's a Brad Victor here too." So I come out of the bathroom, and these guys are like taking this photo, and I was like, "Wait, there's a guy that looks exactly like Brad, who his name is basically Brad too." And it wasn't, but this guy was in his group.
Yeah,
so there
this
was
guy,
a Brad Victor
Mike
and a guy
says-
that looked.
Mike
very
says
much
to this guy, "Sorry, I thought you were my friend Brad." And that guy was like, "I thought you were my friend Brad." and then he points to the other guy, and he's like, "My name's Brad too." And he's like, "I'm Brad Victor." And I was like, "No way!"
It got nuts. That.
So that's why I posted that under which Seinfeld episode is this?
Yeah, same fucking shirt. I'm glad he was cool though, because
No.
the woman he was with was losing her shit. She was my favorite.
When I
They
woke
were
up,
all cracking up.
She was like shaking my hand.
when I woke up in the morning, that dude friended me on Facebook, and that was his profile pic. That's how I got that picture.
Oh, that's his Facebook group.
I downloaded that from his Facebook. And he added me as a friend, so he's been
So-
liking all my stuff.
I just keep
He
thinking
was
about,
into it. He was had a great night.
I'm just thinking about the fact that, like, you know, like, a lot of people can take a joke, but there's, like, certain people that they're, like, about to take a leak and you run your finger down the back of their neck, they're not going to be too cool about that,
No,
right?
well,
I guess
Close to
his-
everybody.
Yeah, most everybody wouldn't like it. Yeah.
I guess that means other Brad is pretty cool too, though.
Yeah, his friend. Yeah.
Everyone in our group had eaten maybe some edibles that might have been.
Their
So-
group or our group? Because our group definitely.
Our group,
Both
yeah.
groups.
Yeah.
So that made it even better.
I mean,
We're
Brad
going to leave, and we're looking through the
Waffles
garage door,
_ coffee super chatted $1.99.
Oh, Waffles, I don't know if you know this because I didn't know this, but you have to type your message before you turn it into a super chat. Someone told me that last week. So if you go to super chat and you don't type a message, it just spends the money, but you get no message.
Like when I sent that super long, like 29 bananas,
Yeah.
and then it never said.
Yeah.
Ugh. $5 down.
Oh,
the
what
drain.
happened then, huh?
I think that's a joke.
I wonder if they can even hear us, or if we're just talking over each other.
Nah, it's popping up.
I mean, look at this fucking
Oh, it's
system.
popping.
It's got to be sorting our.
Yeah, the
Voices on?
other Brad's name is Jason.
Oh, they call that a Malk chat because Malk did it like 3 times in a row trying to do a super chat. So now,
Just
if you
Malk.
do a super chat and there's no message, it's a Malk
Malk
chat.
chat.
You really mulked that one
Yeah,
up?
you mulked it. Yeah. This is so amazing. I
That's what
just
we
got to
should
pull
call-
this picture
That's
up
what we
one
should
more
call that move. Is called a mulking.
Yeah.
When you're in the bathroom and you touch a man's head,
Yeah.
tap his foot.
They
I
had
mean,
Mulk. You mulking.
they had
it?
like 3
fair.
other friends in that group, and they're all just cracking up, and all of our group is cracking up. and-
Oh my. So it is why that they.
Yeah.
So in the Discord, where were we in that? Where that? Was that in? Oh, you had it in Bike Pics originally, right?
Which one?
That photo?
Where we were, like, where we did the Seinfeld.
Did I put that in there?
Yeah, everyone was like, "What Seinfeld episode is this?" Did you drop that in Bike Pics?
I thought I put the.
No. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it is up here. Go up.
Yeah, because that's what it. Well,
Yeah.
this is the one it really looks like.
That is exactly. Yeah, that's right. Because someone took a picture. If you go up.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What was that?
Oh, the best thing about this, the comment under that, was why angle Ben. This is so inside baseball right now. But
Good one,
What's-
Matt Perry.
Matt.
Oh, who posted that? On the Yeti Squad.
Brad.
Oh.
The real Brad.
Which one?
This one though, I think this is the one that actually turned out to be your guys' story, right?
Yeah, where we went
Hey,
to a different group.
isn't that Elaine?
Exactly us. Yeah.
Maybe she'd give me another picture of man hands.
Oh, wait a
Elaine!
Pudgy Pedal Pusher super chatted $1.99. So what animal did Brad Victor put a yin yang on?
Brad's tattoo as a lizard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
It's
hit
my
it for me
favorite
too
too.
for like 3 years.
It's my favorite tattoo. I think Zach and I saw it at the same time.
You all did, yeah.
So Pudgy, are we gonna explain the joke?
Nah.
So Brad has a tattoo of a lizard on his leg, but its face is a yin yang.
Its entire head.
It's
yeah.
Have you ever like
Hey, when I was 17, it
put
was-
your leg on screen?
No, he won't show it live. But we have this in the command where
Should demand this, right? Can we pay
Oh,
for
they're
it?
gonna start
How much
spamming.
money is it? How much does it cost to
Yeah.
show this fucking tattoo?
it's been.
Oh, boy.
So if you type this in the
Spam.
chat, we have a.
Hey, Brad.
Yeah. Takes
Oh,
the
okay.
robot a second, but yeah.
Just pour this.
Tim, where's that stout?
I think you need to show it off.
Oh, right here. Oh, Dylan said you found the yin to your yang.
Wow. What do you think the symbol on that guy's leg lizard is?
That's what.
he's asking.
That's what his
Yeah.
joke is. Yeah.
It's the same thing?
No, yeah, it's probably a different. So what
Probably just a
animal did
wider
Brad
lizard.
Victor?
Yeah. What's the other animal?
It's just,
Yeah.
it's just a wider
What-
lizard.
Maybe we need to watch this Seinfeld and it'll give us a clue.
Oh boy. Really outsourcing tonight.
Hey, Elaine!
Is this how you're going to
Oh my god.
Jerry, George, Kramer. This is Kevin.
This, but if
Gene.
everyone was Brad.
every single person is Brad in this situation.
This is really weird.
Could you guys excuse us just for a moment?
Sure.
Thanks. What? What do you guys want?
Elaine, I've got to have another picture of Jillian.
I tried to get him one, but man hands almost ripped my arm out of the socket.
Could have gotten. I got it.
We can't watch it in the middle.
Why not? Why not?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Guys, I gotta go.
Yeah,
Take it
that's
easy.
Elaine? Can I come?
I'm sorry.
You already got it.
We've already got a George.
That's what happened.
Luke Hogan super chatted $1.
Oh shit.
Malk just malked it.
Malk just malked it.
again?
Malked it again.
You're really malking this joke.
Hulk Hogan.
Oh, they were saying maybe it's a gecko, like the other Brad has a gecko with a yin
Yeah.
yang.
I said it's just a wider lizard.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Not good enough, though.
Damn it, Grandpa.
Hey, you used to be better at this.
Are you checking how many people have dropped out?
Oh no, I got a warning about a audio and video copyright from playing Seinfeld, but I don't put money. I don't monetize these, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Already? It picked it up that fast?
Yeah, I'm surprised it picked it up that fast. I wonder if they'll actually take it down.
You should have said, don't go over 15 seconds or whatever it is.
Stream health. Oh, that's looking good.
I don't think it does anything. I think because I don't.
Sir, are no George Costanza.
Thank you.
That's true.
That's one of the nicest compliments I've ever received.
This is from Rick.
Yeah.
That is a compliment, though.
Hey, funny Brad, you want your C back?
No.
I feel like you're
No, but
sure.
you got it.
What did you guys, when you rode out to the Rubber Bowl, did you guys take east side tracks or did you do like an easy route?
Mayhem.
Easier.
It's crazy out there. You been out there lately?
Oh,
The rubber
when we got to the
bowl,
rubber
It's like the
bowl,
greatest
hot.
place on earth.
It was
Oh,
hot.
now it's just
There's a
a.
It
truck.
was like a
There's a
Mad
truck
Max place.
driving up the hill that Dylan
I
and
get
Mikey
so
and
out of
everyone
control.
rode down.
It's like the greatest place I've ever been.
And
Because
Rick-
it's
we-
like slowly you could tell like more
Dirt
people are just
bike.
doing whatever the f they want out there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The video I
now
sent
it's a
you
mad-
was some teenagers rolling a tire off of the top of one of those.
There's a guy with an RC car.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought that guy was
We saw
gonna
a
die.
plane. We saw a helicopter.
Oh. There was this fucking tree that we threw.
Oh yeah, we did finish.
See if that truck video.
We did finish cutting down the rest of that tree that was blocking the path. Or Ben had started.
All right, not that there would be any new viewers left here, but if for some reason so this is what we're talking about, and this is before they really trashed it. This is the first time we went out there.
Not even any
Yeah.
graffiti on
The
the.
kids playing.
Football field is still,
Oh wait.
So
Wait,
it's
is that
Akron's.
still there? The box?
No,
No, that
Okay,
one.
I was-
that's where they tore it down. That's all gone.
Oh, that's right.
That's the elevated
Why
part.
haven't we been inside that thing? It's
Yeah.
not there.
'Cause it's not there yet.
Yeah, because now when we were there last time, where it says zips here, there was
Up
all
to the
this
50
dirt
yard
piled
line,
out
yeah.
all up
Yeah.
and
They
stuff.
pulled up all the astroturf up to the 50-yard line.
Place is I still want to ride those.
Yeah, the
stairs.
benches are still here in this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and so is the gate on the other side, because the gate's all
Oh,
gone
wow,
now
yeah.
too.
Yeah, that's gone.
I know. I always call it Akron's Ephesus. You know, in Turkey, there's that awesome. You know.
Oh, there's some badass.
Oh, there's still
graffiti.
benches up there.
Look at that. 330.
Yeah.
When it
Now
rains,
it's-
it
all
pours.
that, all
What's that
those walls
umbrella?
are just covered now. with
I love this.
graffiti.
This is one of my favorites. It just really looks.
Yeah, it doesn't look that decrepit there
Roach
now.
clips.
It looks like
Yeah,
something out
roach
of
clips
Fallout
up there.
now, you know?
Yeah.
Those clouds too. It's just
Tony asked if
so
anyone has ever ridden the Forbidden Grab that runs through Akron Fulton.
The train tracks, Tony?
No, he's talking about going through Akron Fulton Airport.
That's a federal offense.
It's bad enough going
I've-
around the
I've been
McKinley
around.
Memorial in Canton. You can't.
Yeah. So you were saying it was like the White House. I'll take a.
Little honk.
Oh, wipey.
guys got
Am I
thought.
not supposed to be on here doing this?
Let me pull up that.
No, I gotta-
Let Ben drive.
Where's this cord?
Right here.
You're a distant.
This.
I just want to know what's the best
Josh.
trail you've ridden on lately.
So this was today.
Don't mind if we do.
Go to left right here.
I think so. I could post that straight to the. Ben got me. It's my phone.
Oh, here we go.
Oh.
Don't mind if we do. This is the best trail I've
I
been.
think so. It was in my.
Oh, so it is
That-
just cars.
Yeah.
That truck drove all the way up and then went back to like the mansion and then was gone for like 10 minutes and then just magically appeared and drove back down.
Where are you going?
It's right here.
Oh, that's on.
No, some medicine for my back.
Some of Grandpa's back meds.
Yeah.
Where's that fucking truck?
So you. Oh my god. So it was just like the Wild West out there now. Now it's like
Today,
more like-
I mean, with the weather being real nice, like everyone was out and like just like a lot of shit going on.
Did you put which track did you put that in?
Just
Just chatting.
yeah, you either do that or live stream.
Don't mind if we do. Is it still working?
I think so.
I love that it's just total chaos now.
Yeah, I mean, it was really cool. Like,
I think Ben got me on
it's a really special
Video.
place to go out to.
yeah, these guys. I think both of you got. Did you get videos of the?
I just sent you the truck
I'm
Oh,
sending that
yes.
right now. We'll see how long.
going up.
Yeah.
You could go, are you on the Wi-Fi?
You never give me a Wi-Fi.
I have the feeling it's not gonna be around much longer since all this is being allowed to. Just
Yeah, the
happen.
more that crazy it gets, they'll actually like fence it off.
Well, no.
Are these
that means
cars
that
parked
they-
down here? What is this?
That's turf rolled up.
Oh, that's.
No, I mean that the city has given up because something's gonna happen out there. I don't know any.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what's really gonna happen.
I
but
can't believe
somebody
they're.
else does,
I
but-
can't believe they. have let it go. This when we first went out there, like people commented on my Instagram because I know people who work for the city. They're like, "You guys shouldn't be out there."
Oh yeah, they were
Yeah, I'm
trying
like,
to preserve it. I don't know what happened. They just
They weren't trying to preserve it. They were trying to keep people out of it. But it's like, it's just an open air stadium. You can't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's just into a hill. You know, it's not like they tore down like we were looking at that where you're asking why we weren't in that press box. They tore down that stuff that was freestanding, but the rest
Right.
of it, it's turned out they need it because it maintains that road up there.
yeah, it's
now.
retention wall is all it is.
So
now.
I
It's a
think they
giant
should just,
retention
like,
wall.
They should just get rid of any other remnants, and it's just concrete bleachers. Like there's no.
Yeah, well, I mean that's what it's like the slow process of what's happening. Like,
Yeah.
somebody's ripping all this turf up and taking it home.
Yeah,
I
like
don't know.
at this point
They're
now,
not
it's just
using
like just turn it into a place where people could sit and chill. Like it's
Right.
nothing else. Like make it so there's nothing to. I mean, you shouldn't. You know, it can't be total.
Drive with trucks up and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's like something off Fallout at this point.
I like how Pudgy said since Tim went off screen, he clearly didn't hit that vape.
Yeah. Pay no attention to the
No.
man with the vape.
Do you got that up there?
Not yet. I had to shorten the one. I've also recorded in 4K for some reason.
Usually
The
though,
best.
I want to preserve these memories.
well, usually it'll. How do I get? Where's the X?
It'll
on?
compress, but only to a degree.
Yeah, when you send it, it should compress it. Yeah. Let's see what everyone else is sipping on tonight.
Oh yeah, this is still not gonna let me do it.
Everyone posts their drink pics
Had
what
it.
they're drinking.
Had it. Nice.
It's like a quarter of a gigabyte.
Rick is gluten free, so he drinks
It's like
omission of cider.
225
My
megabytes.
roommate drinks
What is this guy?
Fretboard.
more
Reba? What does that say?
cowboy
Raspberry
boots.
blonde?
Cowgirl boots.
Strawberry blonde. Do you know what? Have you seen this?
No.
What's the top say? Breakup?
This is what Pudgy was drinking. What'd he say? Just okay, but on the plus side, not overly sweet or artificial. Muskrat's got the Sam Adams summer variety. I like Sam Adams as just like a run-of-the-mill beer, but when they make their flavored beers, I think they're like so gross, like Arche.
Never had 'em.
Never had.
Sam Adams used to be like,
I can agree with all that, but
yeah,
I never-
Samuel Adams.
Samuel Adams.
Sam Adams. My boy Sam.
Yeah. I've never heard anyone say Samuel Adams out loud, though.
You did.
Yeah, I did. You're
Mexican
right.
restaurant.
That's what it was. I said, yeah, I'll take the Samuel Adams. Why? Was I just like tired or something, or fucking around? I can't even
Just
remember.
No,
came
you
out.
probably,
Squeeze.
probably just came up. That's what it's called. That's what it's called.
Rusty has it. What did he say that was? Philly favorite hazy IPA.
At Rick.
Where is he?
Iron Mill.
Rusty. Like even on last week on Thursday, he was
He's
You-
out of town right now, right?
he was out at some bar and he was like he's watching the stream on his phone. He's like, all right, I'll be back in 10 minutes. I got to ride home. It's like hardcore. Oh, JMZ's going. Got the Bud Light.
Grabbing a win. What do we got there?
Oh, that's what I was drinking. The
Tony's got a Mystic Mama. Mystic Mama.
if you go up one,
Oh, did I miss one? Oh. Oh, you took a picture of it. How was that?
it was outstanding.
Outstanding?
It was fantastic. Cause I had that I had that.
17%?
That
I
was
didn't
tonight?
know that when I got it. Yeah, I
It
didn't know
tasted
that.
pretty good.
It was pretty good. There's that epic
Pretty much
Uh,
liquor.
Big Bad Bastard or whatever it is. They did that double raspberry or that raspberry version. That was very good, but this was even better.
Waffles and Coffee said, TSA literally wants to jelly finger my beanhole anytime I walk into the airport and you guys drive your trucks out from the wood line unchecked. Sorry, that was horrible reading. I don't know why.
That
it
was
went-
the worst reading.
Yeah, yeah.
I gotta reread it
Yeah,
now.
can
just
you
to
read that with
know.
some inflection?
Let me see.
You mean to do for you?
Fingers jelly hole?
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna read that. I think that needs to be workshopped a little bit more.
Yeah.
Which
Oh,
TSA
Samuel
are you-
Jackson. Do you remember that? Yeah, they did the.
Which TSA?
'Cause
The Dave Chappelle Samuel
Yeah.
Jackson. Yeah.
Didn't somebody
that's,
take
that's
their
exactly what I thought of.
Didn't
That
somebody
picture
get their
came up.
pictures next to my throwing stars, my TSA throwing stars?
Buy some swag, 70% food.
Mono Lake is trying to bring it back to bike chat with the Nitto Talix stem from Rivendell.
Wait, what?
We've already spun way off course here. We're not.
Oh, you're trying to make this bike related?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
You
what
try-
this is?
Oh,
No.
this is a bicycle.
Oh,
bicycle
I thought
chat.
it was like Tim's story hours.
Oh no, it's a story.
Yeah, that's kind of what it's turned into.
When you guys are here, it's a story.
Yeah,
hour.
yeah.
When it's me, we just
I know, I've seen it.
Google bike fights.
It's a good one.
Could you picture me being good enough to be like, hey, I'm just gonna talk and tell you guys a
Yeah.
story for like 2 hours? I'm like,
Some
No,
people
like,
do that
That's
shit.
why we're here.
no, like sometimes, like if someone didn't type stuff like that, I would be like, I'm done. Like I'd be like, I don't know. Someone says that, I'm like, oh,
I
let's,
mean, that's what you're doing, though, because you are bikes.
yeah, let's
You know, so.
like what we do is we Google this and we talk about what this part is because that's what.
I did get
Rub it
fined
out.
by TSA for taking trying to take throwing stars onto a plane once, like after 9/11.
What is why? Hey, why is this what came up?
Before then, that's it.
Wait,
You never see. Everyone's got one of those in LA. Dude. What the fuck are you talking about? It's the new
nitro. You spelled nitro, you weirdo.
Oh, is that the problem?
You put that on the front of your.
Yeah,
mom,
you are the problem.
Was this a mistake or was this a?
Kismet. Is that what you're trying to say? You don't know what kismet means.
Is that some kind of German bomber during World War II?
You gotta see what I'm dealing with here.
Hey, we met. Chris said 3 weeks with no maps. We got into maps last Thursday. Didn't we look at Jake's Rocks on the maps? Yeah. We got some real maps fans here, so just so you
Nice.
understand.
There's just
I love
one, really.
maps.
Real map whores.
That's how I get
Real.
around in the
Oh, I
maps.
did spell that wrong. I heard you.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful.
Oh, I like it. Yeah, definitely. How long is that? Look at that.
It's not-
Look at the
yeah.
stem on that stem.
Neato.
That on
Yeah.
Rivendell.
Yeah, put that on your Rivendell.
More like a reach
It's one of my favorite companies. to be
Yeah,
honest.
they're-
Just so clean, everything they have.
And it's still,
so clean.
that's
Yeah.
why, I think that's why
You
people
know,
like them on Rivendells, because they
Right. it's
have
like-
the vintage look. But
yeah.
same, like when I was talking about getting, well, you were there at the shop, getting my sweetback bars bumped up on my single speed.
Yeah.
What's the
And so-
hand gesture
Is that
for
an option?
again?
Is that not?
Tim's up here. I got those.
Sweeper bars.
Sweet bars.
Yeah, I got the sweet bars.
Can't
Never
help it,
mind.
you know, when you get used to something.
What? I feel like Ben pointed it out, and I cannot stop seeing it ever since. All of his hand gestures.
Every single one.
Every single one of them. He's like,
Welcome to my podcast.
Mikey sent me a video of the truck driving up the hill that I posted on Discord too.
You have it up there now?
Yeah.
Reachendale. Maybe Asparagus can show us LA on the maps. Jim.
I've never seen a car. I didn't even know you could get a car up that.
I know, it did. He almost did. You hear that?
Oh, did you have like Brad's
Oh.
face at the end being like, what?
I had like.
Let's see. Wide angle Ben!
oh, I hate it.
Yeah, pull up some LA maps. I'll show you all.
Hey, want to see some LA?
all the
Nobody
spots.
wants to look at LA, man.
They like, yeah, everyone wants to look at LA.
Jim's 555.
Look, I already have Google up here.
GMC. Gyms. Yeah,
I think
you're
it-
right.
I
That's
mean,
how
I don't know.
it's-
Jay
I should-
Dandy
I
is-
should ask how it's pronounced.
Mikey here does a lot of the golden saddle rides.
Yeah. Oh, why don't you? Yeah, we actually have really good, interesting bike stuff that you could talk about. We don't just have to like giggle about the rubber
Yeah,
wall.
well,
Right?
ask me some
Nah.
questions.
Yeah.
Griffith, right there.
You could also show the trophies that he's been making for the.
Yeah.
There's
Can
a
you
lot.
can
There's
you
a
pull
lot.
up the gram? Is that
Yeah, so
where's my actual cursor? Down here in this?
So-
I don't see it up there.
whatever you put on this screen will show up for them. So
Oop, 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 oop.
Have you ever used a Mac before?
Just
Serious
saying.
question.
this is a Mac.
I just set up. I'm like 5 feet away from this computer.
You can go wherever
Let me
you
get up in here.
You
Let me
make
get up in
yourself
here.
at home.
I'm like at 10 feet away.
All right, you guys.
But someone worked this bad boy
you
for
guys
me.
shoot away with some questions about LA.
Yeah, someone give me some. Get
You
in
need
here
something-
on.
It's glass, Brad, so it will.
Yeah, and I'll try to mind the chat.
Well, I was gonna
retros
get- I was gonna pull up
Cine,
Mikey's,
back way
Yeah,
up
so
to
let's hear
Griffith,
your,
Griffith Rocks.
Let's hear your Los Angeles bike riding questions and experiences.
Griffith
How do we get
Rocks.
Mikey up here?
He doesn't even know how to. He doesn't even know how to work this.
Type in Mitt. Yeah, you got it. Boom.
What'd you say? Type in asparagus.
Type
Well, right,
Like
right,
the butt.
right now, go to. There's like a. Is
Well,
there
that's one of them.
That's all of them. I think you can flip through. So these are trophies I make for LAU, WC, Los Angeles Underground World of Cycling. Lost. I always get that mixed up, but
So they made these swords.
yeah, they've been loving them.
Chris
There's
said he's from 818,
slingshot.
just left 2 years ago. Do you know what that means?
no idea. 818. I've only been out there for 3 years now, so I'm still
What's
Should
your
that be
area
an area
code?
code?
probably, yeah. I mean, I'm.
What is your?
No, I know. I'm saying I don't know what area code that is.
I like.
I
the
just
axes
got
a
to
lot.
Earth, guys. I just want you to know. I'm fucking learning. Yeah, those are X's there.
I like the
L.A. but Los Padres National Forest. Oh yeah.
Weren't
I agree with that.
These some of the first.
Most of the riding I do is not in L.A. necessarily, except for Griffith, Elysian, Verdugo. There's a lot of really cool parks
Is that
that
a
you can
Crown?
find. This is a Crown, yeah. So these are all bike parts that,
Well, yeah. There's the
not all of them, but
The rotor.
most of them.
nice.
But the races are fun. They're nuts. Sometimes the cops come, break them up.
Are they like
People are
alley
just-
cat races or what kind of races? are we
There's
talking?
crits, there's alley cats, there's dirt church races. There's just all kinds of.
What's a dirt church race?
That's just what they call it. I don't think it's a tech. They just call it dirt church, but
What does that mean?
it's dirt. Dirt race. Yeah.
Dirt, y'all.
I mean, that's just what people say. We're going to church when it's a dirt race. This was actually one of my favorites.
Oh,
That little
shit.
tiny one. Probably saw it real quick. Yeah.
So what does that say?
Thunderbird 2. Some old bike part.
Yeah.
Wait, cool stuff, Mike. Thanks, Rick.
Dude,
Rick's cool.
Have you ever run into Phil Gaiman?
Phil Guyman.
Phil Gaiman. Phil Gaiman. Does anyone know who that is?
Yeah, he's a
I know,
pro who
n-
goes for KOM.
Ah, I may have. I ride with a lot of people that I feel like people are like, oh, you rode with so and so, and it's kind of cool because it's just like someone that shows up every now and then.
He's more roady. He'd be full kit. He's,
Okay, yeah, I'm not so much riding those kind of rides because
He's a
I don't have
he goes
a nice
up, like,
road bike.
Strava climbs that are road climbs, and he tries his whole thing is he like tries to set the KOM. So
Okay, yeah, this dude probably.
he didn't get picked up one year for the World Tour, like the best pros in cycling,
Mm-hmm.
and so he just created a YouTube career of like beating their times up. Basically.
Nice.
It's cool. He's interesting.
Yeah, I mean that's what's my favorite part about it was like when I first got out there, I wasn't really climbing, I wasn't climbing a whole lot. But now there's like, you go on a
Oh, there's a.
yeah, that's the
nice
best
one.
pick right there.
Yeah.
Well, that's really what I love about it because you'll climb for 2 hours up a mountain, and then it takes 20 minutes to get down.
And
you
we have
just
just
fall
nothing
down.
like that. We were talking earlier. We have nothing like that around here, so it's got
Yeah.
such a different.
It really is. I mean, I went on a 30-mile ride
like that one?
the other
yeah.
day that was 715 feet of elevation, which was a weird feeling because I live at the top of Lake Avenue in Altadena, which is at the foot of Angeles. You want to go back to the
Can you pull
map?
up a map? Why don't you pull up a map?
Sick Cobra. Thanks, Rick. Rick's the man. I don't know why you guys aren't pumping, showing all Rick's comments.
Where do you want to go?
Nice Mako too. Thanks.
He said Chatsworth, about a mile from the Manson compound.
Chatsworth. Sounds familiar.
San Fernando. Do you know where we are?
Go up that way. Keep on going. You can zoom out too. Maybe. Altadena, that's where I live right there. Zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. Live
These nuts?
all of these nuts.
Don't show them exactly. You don't know what kind of weirdos are in here.
My property's weird. You don't want to come on my property.
Gross.
Got a pool.
I do got a pool. It's right here somewhere. So zoom back out. Boop, 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 boop. From about here,
Normandy Heights.
yeah, to my house is 1,000 feet of elevation.
Ooh.
Oh, really?
So every time I leave in any
1,000 feet, how many miles? Half a mile?
no, like
Because that's like what Ben does going home every night.
maybe like 2, yeah. Maybe like if I go 2.5 to 3 miles in any direction, that's how much I'm climbing up. So it's funny because I do drive to a lot of rides, and a lot of people do, and that was something that was weird.
It
moving
takes
out
45 minutes to get anywhere in LA, it seems.
Well, yeah. So it's like if I go on a ride where I'm doing 3,000 to 5,000 feet of elevation and however many miles,
Yeah.
and then at the end of the ride, I gotta bike back up that shit. So
Is that when you got followed by coyotes who were waiting?
yeah, they thought I was dying. It was
'Cause you
fun
probably
though.
were.
Yeah, I was. It's
That was
a
when you first moved out there.
Struggle, yeah.
Yeah.
So I ride all around.
Are the coyotes
Here,
on
go.
Wait.
I mean, it's kind of doesn't look that sweet. Can you go on the what's it fucking called? Actual satellite, yeah.
there? Oh.
Layers right here.
Boom.
So what's really cool about Southern California is there's not a whole lot of trees, so you can go on satellite and find every single fucking trail that there is. Every single trail, every single cut.
Around here, and you just don't even see 'em.
You can't see anything, yeah. So it's didn't take me very long to really map out.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is not. Get out of there.
I
So
was just looking.
I'll
at
ride down over here to JPL.
Uh-huh.
There's all kinds of horse trails, and then this is Angeles right here. So there's just the trails are endless. I mean,
Angeles is different than Los Angeles?
Angeles National Forest.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, so that's like in my backyard, which is pretty cool. And I mean, I ride up there as much as I can. I try to do it every weekend, but
What kind of
you're climbing, so over here, I did down at Eaton Canyon. So from here,
what kind of Bigfoot activity can you expect out there?
quite a bit, mostly sexual, but sometimes just like a movie or
Did they rub
something.
the back of your neck?
Yeah. So can they see what I'm doing right here?
They can see.
Can they see the mice? The mice?
This is what they're seeing.
Can they see?
Yeah. This.
Oh,
this part,
it's
yeah.
me right there. So this right here, I forget the actual trail name. I think it's Wilson Toll Road. But you get up to Henniger Flats and you're like fucking done. And then this is 9 miles, 4,400 feet of elevation up to Mount Wilson. I did it once, and I'll never do it again unless I'm with someone
Pudgy's
to
Pudgy
share
said-
in my misery, because it's fucking rough.
Pudgy
but
said
it's-
Alto.
Zoom out?
D's nuts.
Oh, zoom in, I was saying.
Oh.
You already did. It's just a layout.
Yeah, it's kind of.
On the stream, it takes about 3 seconds.
9 miles,
Oh, okay.
4,400 feet.
Yeah, 9 miles, 4,400 feet. I just kind of wanted to.
Rusty said he did a race back there in 2017 in Topanga.
Oh, nice. Where's Topanga?
Is your hat for Bello, one of you two?
Mine? No. Mine's well, right here.
Ah.
I just forgot what it was called.
Rusty was at IO. Is that the same cap I have from Bello? Is that you? No.
Did a race back in like 2017,
Hey,
Topanga State Park. Nice. I really like Topanga. I haven't ridden
Hey,
there
yo.
a ton, Rusty, but enough to know that it's fun. Yeah, Chris said lots of nice fire roads. All the nice fire roads.
I know. I want to ride out there with you so bad. We were talking about it at lunch today. and
Yeah.
Lunch, 2 beers.
Yeah. And I mean, it's like.
All carbs.
The best. Yeah, a little spicy, but. No, it really is like because I've only had Hugh and Ping out there to ride.
Mhm.
Really, I'm trying to think of Well, I rode with Micah when I first moved out there, but I was also sick that week, and like,
Oh yeah.
you know, it was like I had like transplant sickness. That's like a thing. I didn't know that was a thing. You just get like sick when you move somewhere, because there's like new
You were
shit.
sick
And
that week?
Yeah, I
When you
wasn't.
were riding with Micah?
Well,
Is that like when, oh, the water's cold?
what? Like when you stick your dick in the water? What?
You're trying to save
Can you hand me?
face right
Is there a
now.
water?
Oh,
Is there?
like
Can you grab me the water bottle over there, please?
So you're saying like Micah destroyed him? Go on, sit down.
Oh yeah. No, that's not a that's not an insult at all. guy
Again, you
guy
guys
bikes
see what
like
I'm working
10,000
with here.
miles a year.
One.
Yeah, just so everyone knows, I probably average like 3,000 miles. I'm not. I mean, these days it's different because I'm
3,000 miles.
my
and
elevation is like
I was gonna say, I think
700,000 feet. A kilometer.
we're often the
Yeah.
same as mileage, but he's like 30,000 feet.
Yeah, we're not
More
right.
Right.
This time of year, yeah.
so it's weird. Transplant sickness. That's the most California thing about. Dude, it doesn't matter how long you've lived in California or in somewhere else and lived there. You're like from there.
Wow,
As
really?
soon as I mean, look,
Well, Otis.
Otis, yeah.
LA.
Oh, he was pissed.
I'll lie.
I'll lie.
He was making fun of him.
No, I'm
before
not.
you even
I got friends.
Oh, Wes never went back. Our buddy Wes who ride with us,
Really?
everyone's call him Hollywood West Dodge.
Yeah.
He lived there for a couple
I mean, I
of
got
years.
friends that are like, I'm like, there's a patio tonight. They're like, it's gonna be pretty cold, buddy. It's Ohio, and I'm like, I fucking know. I've lived here for my whole life.
Are you sure you're up to this?
Yeah. Brad Victor loves it out there. Oh yeah.
Ah,
Transplant sick. It is very Californian. I didn't even know what the fuck it was, and someone's
think
like, "You
it's-
got transplant
You know what
sickness,"
I
and
was
I'm like,
thinking?
"All right."
I was about to say that's
Sounds
not a real thing, and then I
disgusting.
realized I've never moved. So
Yeah.
I have no experience.
I mean, it could be fake. Like I heard it from like 2 people. I've been saying it though, so
I don't think.
Jet lag, that's a thing.
yeah.
I mean,
Could be a little bit
you
of
get
that,
thrown.
little
There's
bit
no
of
way
this.
you couldn't get thrown off. A little left, a little right. Yeah. It's coming at you from all
Well,
angles.
When I worked at,
I mean, you're breathing different shit in, you know.
Yeah.
It's a
When I
different.
worked at
It's,
Kent
it's the
State,
desert too, so
there was a period
cool desert air.
yeah.
There's a
it's
period-
delicious.
at Kent State. There was a period in the fall and in the summer, or the spring. I'm sorry, when the students would come back.
Anyone need a beer? I got it.
There's like a 2-week period
love
where a
them.
bunch of
Thank you.
God, where
Keep going,
people would
Brad.
get sick. And now it's just because you had all these people from all over the globe converging
Right.
in one area.
Transplants.
Transplants.
Right.
Transplant sickness. Is that what I said?
That is what you said. So
Pudgy Peddler knows.
So you just weren't used to
The
like,
transplants are
the mildew and bacteria.
sweet
of
though. That's true.
California. Fine.
I'll split that with you.
Good idea.
And I feel like Ohio's got the state where the most people move out of. I feel like everyone's from fucking Ohio.
Oh, yeah,
all the
from
time,
New
everywhere you
York.
go, everyone's from Ohio.
There's been
The first time I went to Portland, there was a please.
I'm gonna steal all these Grav stickers.
On the way into Portland, there was just a sign that somebody made and hand painted, and it was. I mean, this is in the mid '90s, and it just says that "Go back to Ohio." Just a generic sign outside of Portland.
It's true. But yeah, I moved into Los Angeles in October
Where
2019.
the '90s go to die.
Traveled for some art shows. Came back in early January, and then pandemic a couple months later. So like I got to experience Los Angeles with no traffic for like a year. So the best biking scenario that I mean, I don't know. Hopefully will never happen again for those reasons, but for maybe there's some
for living, for being. out.
yeah, maybe it's planned or whatever through better building and well, through the worst possible scenario. No, like some city planning and shit like that. Yeah, bike lanes. And
Right.
But it was really fucking cool because I could literally ride everywhere, no traffic, and I'm just going all over the place. Driving up the mountains, mountain bike, go right out the beach, come back. So it was a really unique situation, and that's all I did was explore
Do you think
shit. So I got kind of. Oh, sorry. It was kind of like a exponential, finding of trails and things. It was like every fucking day. That's all I could. Yeah, I was, getting paid like everyone else to just go ride bikes.
I was gonna say, you were telling me at lunch, which I didn't realize. was a thing. You were saying though there was a while where for you guys during the pandemic it was actually taboo to go outside because we never.
Oh yeah.
I was saying our governor everyone was like go outside, just don't go
No.
inside. So you're
No.
saying like
Oh yeah.
literally-
Stay in your house. Like, where are you going? Why are you leaving?
So even to go ride your bike was taboo.
For a short, for a short period of time. It got to the point where everyone was like, all right, like, just don't, keep your mask on. Stay away from people. Don't ride in big groups, Which was kind of weird, too, because I didn't get, like, when you move somewhere, you hang out with people, and they're like, go check this spot out. This place is cool. Go, and that is an exponential thing that happens, too. So that was, like, non-existent. So all I had to do was find trails to ride bikes on. That was it.
Pudgy just said Ohio is still bizarre to me, and I forget that he's a transplant.
Oh yeah, he's.
Where from?
New England.
Oh, nice. I bet that riding is real sick out there. Well, it's interesting too because there's no like I could take so many people from LA and go on the ride we went on today, and they would lose their fucking minds. They'd be like, "This is the coolest shit I've ever ridden on," just because it's so different, So that's really what I love it. You come here and it's got its own like it's not comparable, the two different places. Like we got mountains and it's like.
And
There's
it's
this epic
beautiful,
fucking
and
view,
it's the
yeah.
perfect temperature all year round.
But it's like I come out here and
It's cold. It's dirty.
I come out here when
It's
it's
like a
not the
quarter mile of
winter.
trail.
Mad Max.
I'm just saying there's that special. I mean,
Post-apocalypse Rust Belt.
for me, it's like I get to visit here now, so there's like
Yeah.
that special, just thing that you don't get out there. It's
Yeah.
just it's different.
I gotta say the grittiness. I hear that from other people. There is just a
Yeah, I gotta agree with Rusty on that.
what he said.
The MTB scene in California, Arizona, Washington, and Oregon has to be the best. Big mountains, lots of trails, and decent weather.
Yeah,
that's
you got
true.
into mountain biking.
That's
more
true.
out there,
You
too.
did pick up a lot
Yeah.
more MTB skills.
Because I was mountain biking in Florida, so it was more.
I made a video about mountain and talked on a live stream about mountain biking in Florida.
Yeah.
And I was even in the hillier part of
I
Florida.
I called it route biking because it's just like
route biking.
it's just the
Yeah.
tree roots is like the hardest part about it.
Yeah.
But then I got a bike from Dirty River, got that Cannondale and Darry River, and I think actually what made me a better mountain biker is there's a lot of trails out in the mountains where the stakes are like death. If you're not paying attention to what the fuck you're doing.
Because of the drop?
Yeah, because it's a 30-foot drop or however fucking far up in the mountains you are. So there'll be like a switchback to like a cliff that drops off, and so you know how it is when you're in the zone and riding.
Yeah.
It's like you have to be there or not ride. Like on not every ride, but
Yeah.
I like to go on some pretty gnarly shit. So when I first moved there, I wasn't really riding any of the blacks, and now I can get down them pretty quick.
You might need a
Black Diamonds.
clarification.
Yeah, sorry. You say that out there and no one's fucking says that. Black Diamonds, green squares. No one says
Purple horseshoes.
No one says green. Yeah. So
Trying to see how many lucky charms.
What do we got here? Like Acropolis, Los Angeles is the Native American for city on the hill.
Isn't it Spanish?
Yeah, I'm just gonna agree with that because that's hilarious.
You were just going to agree with that? Go like, yeah.
It's pretty good.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I know. No, everyone knows.
That's funny, aren't you?
Black diamonds, blues. There's a lot of blue. There's not a lot of greens out there. So if you're going up into the mountains, you're coming down some gnarly shit or a fire road.
There's more
Like
lizard
like
people.
someone said.
But is it a lot of it is gravel bike rideable, right? If you're just coming out of the mountains.
Everything except the black diamonds, unless you're fucking good. Unless you have the technical skill to navigate. But that's the thing. I walk a lot of stuff sometimes because it depends on like how I'm feeling that day. Like I said, if I'm like not really in it, you know.
If you're not gonna be locked in.
Yeah, if I'm not like really fucking paying attention and I'm on a black, I'll get a black diamond. I'll get off my bike and walk because I'm like, nah, it's not worth the risk. You know, I'm not. I'm all right at mountain biking depending on who I'm riding with. You know, if I'm with Golden Saddle, I'm more like in like the not. You know, I'm in like the bottom 5.
Intermediate.
Yeah, and then, you know, but other people I ride with, I'm more of a skilled rider. So it really depends, like the spectrum of riders out there, like anywhere, you know. But there's just so many more people that you just get some really solid riders, you know, and that has also made me better. Just riding with those people, because it's like you want to keep up and not die when you're riding. So that's really the main thing. Is like the risk is so high, right?
When I ride, even with someone like Dylan who watches the streams, I realize how much better people can be than even like. I feel like I could ride all the mountain bike trails here with my gravel bike. You know, no big deal. You're getting out where there's like real stuff to do, and people who grew up with it or moved there because they're good. You know what I mean? So you're dealing with people who are that next level. Whenever we think we're fast, all you have to do is walk to a cross race and watch the Ohio State, the regional champion, and know that they can't even make it in the World Tour, which is 10 times fast. You know?
Right. Yeah, I was doing. I forget. I think I was telling Funny Brad. I was at one of the LUWC races, and it was a dirt one, and I was people were doing practice runs, and I was with this pack, and I was keeping up with them, and I was like, I might be able to fucking do this, and then they were just gone. I was like, I was like, yeah, right. There was like a minute where I was like real happy with myself, and then they just fucking took off. Pudgy.
It's fun to think you're fast, and then you do ride with like truly fast people, and you're like,
wow, yeah, I'm nothing.
Because you're faster than the average person, way faster than the average person who owns a bike.
I've never been passed on the towpath.
Yeah, like anyone who says they have a bike, like they ride a bike. Like we're 10 times faster than them. We ride all the time. Then you ride with people who are actually talented, and you're like, oh shit.
I mean, so there's a trail El Prieto. If you want to. Are we still here?
Tony wants me to tell you to talk into the mic.
Me?
Yeah. Down to web.
Oh, Tim?
Click on web here, Mike.
Oh.
Yeah, that'll put it back. It was just
You sure about that, Tony?
No, you just
So I lost where I'm at here.
Think about
where the fuck are we?
Tony.
Okay.
What are you listening to? Oh, okay.
When will now be then?
This.
Sorry.
I wish we could get like mountain bike project up here. So I think this is El Prieto, but anyways, it's a.
What do you want?
It's a black diamond, and it's a pretty tough trail. And it was maybe like 6 months ago. Like 6 months ago was the first time I did the whole trail without putting my foot down once or getting off my bike.
Yeah, there's the bike rats.
And I was super pumped about it. Because there's a couple like switchbacks that lead to a cliff, and they're like really scary to ride. And I get to the end, and I'm like, that was fucking awesome. I'm so happy. I turn around, there's a guy on a single speed, all rigid bike. Fucking tearing down this. So you get humbled a lot, you know what I mean, in those situations. Yeah, you just one wheel. Yeah.
The road up to it.
Absolutely convinced you were gonna say unicycle.
Oh, nice work. Yeah, I wonder, can you do the whole trail? That'd be fucking crazy.
I just tried.
Talk into the mic.
I can hear
He's talking Tim to.
me talking over.
tell-
That's why I'm trying to. That's why I
telling
talk
Tim
extra
to-
loud.
Oh, right.
This is super directional. This mic.
Yeah, so I
started
thought
the stream
I watch a lot of
talking.
podcasts, and like people are always like, "Dude, put the fucking mic in your face." So I thought I was doing a good
I
job.
want to get a new directional one, so when I have people here, I could have a second one that I turn on. But I don't.
Yeah, the hanging mic. Get this. That'd be cool.
Oh yeah, like a. And in this corner.
Yeah. And then back for
Ladies
my
and gentlemen.
map people. Here is Griffith Park. When I moved here, I was looking at just what we're looking at now, and I was like, "This is gonna be
What
fucking."
the hell's up there by Amir's garden? Look at those trails.
These?
Yeah.
Oh, you can't
Are
ride
those
any
all
of this
switchback?
shit. You can't ride any of this. Like, I thought you could ride all this dirt, and I rode it all for a whole day.
Whoops. You mean you poached it?
And I went back the next day, and there were signs everywhere. I didn't see I didn't see a single one of them.
pictures
And
of
people
you
were like,
next
"Whoa,
to
no, dude, you cannot ride in Griffith like that." I mean, you can at night, you know what I mean? But so the horse people and the bike people are rivals. The horse people have the money, so
So there are horse trails up there?
Yeah, they're horse trails, but you can ride up this. There's roads that are
When you say horse people, is like the upper half horse?
yeah. What's that called?
Yeah, there's a...
Is it?
Centaur. Yeah, yeah. They're vicious and they have all the gold. 'Cause they have.
Can't be.
Oh
Oh yeah, that's them. Yeah, they sell. They
that's
got a
the
lot of
word,
products.
yeah,
too.
horse people.
Yeah, they make a fucking.
I was confused for a second.
They make they
Centaurs. Just say centaurs.
centaurs. They got They're rich though. I don't know if they've been around a long time.
Old as time.
But you can ride. You can
They're
ride the
part of the
roads
faith, okay,
in
thanks.
here, and this is really where like I learned how to climb. I mean, not learn, just got used to it. Rather, I feel like that's really all it is like getting used to it. Was that funny?
What is
I don't know.
Ben's laughing.
He's sneezing in my ear. He's over here giggling in my ear about half horse, half man.
Somebody must have rubbed the
Yeah.
back of his neck.
Yeah, half bear,
This
half
guy's giggling.
pig man.
Did you see Chris's comment here?
Chris, go out by Rocketdyne old nuke plant. Pretty safe. I used to work out there. Sounds safe. Oh,
Just an old.
give me a yeah.
Nobody.
Type it in.
Perfectly
Yeah, type
fine.
it in. That's sweet. You used to work there though. That's
What
fucking.
kind of superpowers are you into though?
Well, I was thinking about like my
How'd you come to the
superpower.
Centaur like 10 minutes late?
Yeah.
Rocketdyne.
No, we're on the delay.
Rocketdyne power plant.
We could still be. We could just.
When Tony...
Oh yeah, Tony's out.
Did you see what his comment before though
Yeah,
was?
yeah.
Can't hang for the half horse, half man talk. This dude... Real quick.
Oh, here we
Tony
go.
can't hang for the half horse, half man talk, but when he's on, he's famous for a breakdown of who's hotter on Scooby-Doo, Thelma or Daphne. So, and he's been recognized in public for that episode. He's like, Jay Danny was like, oh yeah, the Thelma episode. So just
People call it the Thelma.
Looks like it's on Trail Forks, maybe.
Rusty says to pull out trail.
My
fork.
pee is green, totally fine. I had a physics professor who's had like a shrunken arm from like because he worked in a nuclear submarine.
what?
Oh, we're talking about like power plant things. Yeah.
Because Chris, the guy that suggested going to right by the
Yeah,
power
we're-
plant,
'cause we're
said
talk-
his pee is green sometimes.
Yeah.
It's totally fine.
So we're talking about nuclear
So
stuff
yeah,
here.
we're just
yeah.
talking about what kind of weird stuff happens, around
Oh, I guess
radiation poisoning.
Did you find it, Ben?
we're going everywhere.
In this general area.
It's kind of a problem out there too. It's like it's a good problem, but there's so much shit. There's so much to ride. It's a gigantic place. I mean, you could spend 10 years in just Los Angeles and hit amazing trails the whole time. Is this not working? Can we get
What do you mean? What's not working?
see if we can pull some
Uh-oh. Did you spell it right?
Prieto, yeah. Wait, we'll just go
Pudgy is lashing out right now.
Lashing?
Yeah.
there. Tim, bring me back on and
Thelma.
let's settle
not Thelma,
the
you
Thelma
blind
shit.
cunt.
Oh, yeah.
Tony's
I do
back.
always say it with a TH.
Tony's back.
Oh, did Tony show?
Yeah. Can't get enough.
No, Tony's not bad.
Yeah, I thought.
Ready?
Tim, bring me back on and let's.
Oh, yeah, he wants you to bring him
Oh,
back
mine
on.
must be delayed. I'm reading out.
He said later, dudes, and then now he's back.
And bring the Thelma shit once and for
You have
all.
live
And
chat?
Okay.
that's when Pudgy. corrected
Here's
his
here's the trail system in the mountains.
So maybe we did say it right? I can't remember.
So-
back
He
that
said
far.
Thelma.
So it's really cool. This is all the Mulholland Drive. So if you ever go to LA, definitely hit up Mulholland.
You're still talking about this stuff?
Yeah, we got map people, bro.
Yeah.
That's it. I feel like 70% of the people on this thing love maps, right?
They do. It's
Yeah.
70% of the time they love it.
All the time, right? I do. So Tim said
Tommy's
I do.
back out again.
Wait, fuck. You know what I meant. Bye. He'll be back.
That's exactly what he sounds like too.
Rick comes from a long line of proud carnies. I love carnies. Do you remember that fucking shooting them up range with the air at the
You
carnivals?
can't shoot people, Michael.
No, it was the thing with the guy who played the skeleton, played the piano. If you hit
Oh yeah.
Oh,
The
yeah.
shooting
Dude,
range.
that
After you
fucking-
weren't shooting carnies.
No, my uncle ran a
I
fair.
told you.
Remember? Why do you keep Spider-Man handing me on the shoulder?
That's
Look
a
at
good
this.
question.
Can they
That is-
see?
Look at that.
How do I
Look at that.
show them
Yeah,
this?
how do you show?
Because
If you
so I
wanna go
got
5D, it's-
Spider-Man handing me.
I think I was telling Tim about if you go to the
Says the
shooting
Spider-
range at Jogga Lake or Cedar Point and you take a flash camera
Oh,
I
thought you were gonna
I
say
did this
flashbang grenade.
with my Kodak with my Kodak Discman,
The flash cam.
and I would because you could still use the flash after the camera was done.
We definitely are losing viewers.
Oh yeah, you
We're-
gotta be.
with this
And
story.
everything in the shooting range would go off as soon as you would use the flash.
Oh,
That's the best.
and
So
you
your whole
got
thing is scamming these things when everyone else they're beloved to the rest of
this
us.
dude killed everything at once. He like nuked the place.
Yeah,
That's
well, there's-
amazing.
It's not like they're keeping score.
How old were you?
I don't know. I had a Kodak Discman. So.
I mean, what was
No,
it
so
like? Were you a
25.
Yeah.
so you were
I
a
was
grown ass man? Yeah. Either
If you were
way,
7, then I was probably.
either way, I'm impressed. You figured out a way to nuke every single thing in that.
I saw somebody else do it. It wasn't. I didn't figure it out.
Don't tell us that.
You had the Discman? You had a Kodak Discman?
Yeah, buddy. I asked for it for Christmas in 4th grade or 5th
We
grade.
talk about the poll yet?
I think this is
Whoa.
from 2 weeks ago. So.
Pole caliper. Let me ask you this: do I get a steel bike next, or a titanium bike? Because I'd like to
so
build up a gravel bike, and
when Jay Dandy was on, he made a great point. He was saying he feels like you have to advance to a certain level to appreciate titanium. He was saying like he was like
That's just-
steel, like
yeah.
a lot, where all steel is real. He's like then there's some point where you hit a point in your riding where you're like, I think I need to go titanium.
yeah, I feel like so. I'm having a Golden Saddle build up a 26-inch titanium mountain bike.
Oh, really?
Rigid, yeah.
What brand? Do you know?
No one knows. It's like this. So I got it off eBay.
Oh my God.
You bought a titanium
You've had
bike
it,
on
huh?
eBay.
Yeah.
You've
Eh,
had that bike, right?
Yeah, I don't know where my phone went, but I could show you pictures. It was the fucking coolest thing ever. I got it for $300. 26-inch titanium bike. It was painted all fucked up. It had like I had to use like 3 cans of air.
Like 26-inch wheels. On
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
No.
I had to
It's an
use
old
like
titanium mountain bike.
yeah, really old. It got some serial numbers on the bottom, and no one can figure out what it actually is.
Oh, it seems like.
I'm real excited about
really?
it. The Zoom Zoom. So Yonda told me that this is like it's got Zoom Zoom stickers on it. And they're from like some car, like the Nissan Zoom Zoom or whatever. I found them on the internet. And I was all excited,
How could you?
but they're just like anyone can get them there.
How could we show these on from?
I can text them
No, it
all
doesn't
to. Let me text them to
Send
Ben.
them to Ben, and then he can post.
I got an album here, so it won't take long. How the fuck do I show an album? Albums, sweet. Zoom Zoom.
Yeah, send it to Ben. Ben will put it in the Discord. Well, the Discord.
It's had
Nah, my
this
fuck.
bike too has had so many different fucking versions of itself. I'm gonna show you the crack. There's a weld in it that's not so great. Yonda wasn't happy about it. I'm not gonna go. This is gonna be like my hang on the wall bike. Like I spent way too much fucking money. on this
Rusty,
thing.
you're
Jay
correct.
Dandy just said titanium is dental steel.
Yeah, it's true. I mean,
Oh,
it's
that's good.
it's because it has that little crack in it. It's not going to be something I actually like am mountain biking with, you know. But also, if I crack the frame, I'll just get another frame and throw. So, you know, I got it for $300. So it's like, but yeah, the guy I guess who had it got it from a downhill racer, and it was like the craziest fucking bike. And that was like one of my first encounters with Golden Saddle. I took it in there, and they fucking loved it. They're like, this is the coolest fucking
Oh yeah.
thing we've ever seen. Like, you know, they were all about the Zoom Zoom, and it was my bar bike.
In her boom boom.
Yeah, Zoom Zoom in the boom boom. It was my bar bike, and then I fell in love with it. So I was like, it's not my bar bike anymore. Because your bar bike in LA.
Ever walked by like when you had it outside a bar and they're like, "There's a titanium zoom."
No,
machine."
it was painted. Where do you see the pictures? It had like epoxy paint on it. This thing looked like a piece of shit. I didn't know it was titanium until like
do the bikes out there though, so they don't get stolen.
right. So this was my bike that I bought so that if a bike got stolen, I wouldn't care. So I ride this. So I ride this downtown and like lock it up and like if someone chops, so I got a new
Did
bar
you think
bike
it's
now.
aluminum? Is it oversized tubes?
No, I bought it. It said titanium.
Oh.
I got it. It was a steel. It was on there for like
No, it's
half a day.
titanium.
What?
He said it was the steel.
I can't. It's you're like behind me though.
why-
It's
why
not. I
behind
can't.
me?
I can't. I can't. Like you're like it's fucking in stereo surround sound. Rump shaker singing some Rex and Effect. Yeah.
I didn't get that soda.
You didn't get him? Oh, this is
There it
taking.
goes.
It's
Rusty
taking
said-
its time.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
Bike, pub bike. Yeah, the pub bike. I like that.
A bike.
Man, they're taking a while. But I would just like, I did it like 3 or 4 times. I took the fork off in my shop and I would just like weld some weird shit on it. Like a weird.
The titanium?
No, the fork was steel. And it was shit. There was no front brakes on this thing, just rear calipers.
When you say
It's the
weird
sketchiest
shit on
bike
it,
ever.
like,
Brad, stand in the same
Dildos and stuff. No, like I would
Like, pull the chair.
I would weld like metal sculpture things on it. Like I would weld like a weird spring and like a thing coming out and like some weird like radar gun looking thing. I don't know. And then I would just like do that for like different group rides because it was fun. And it looked weird. People would be like, "What the fuck is that?" And it was just.
So you put like a
I would do it after like a long day's work. I'd take my fork off.
like a
and, like,
1950s looking laser gun.
yeah. So like I only.
You were just welded to
I
the
was just
side.
welding shit on there. Yeah, I would weld like like space guns and things on the side.
We should pull up your.
I don't have those pictures on here, but I got a picture of like the first time I did it is some weird ass like fender
No, I'm
thing
talking about.
that I
Do you have
made.
any of your
That was the beginning of
your
it.
guns? on here? Oh,
There's
Yeah,
one.
hey, did you go to web down here?
oh, how?
The farthest
There's
box
a
over.
web. You're on it.
Got it.
And they weren't that. This is like something I spent more time on. This was like me just fucking around after I was done working.
Oh.
So there wasn't like discounted. Like those I sell for a lot of money.
Humble brag.
Humble, well, I mean, you know, it's not,
This is a good one though.
I don't want people to think I'm like they're buying shit that I'm just like welding on my bike
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
throwing away.
Yeah.
But it was fun because I like there's
Wait, that's an MP9.
yeah,
Uh,
I
anyway.
mean there's like I've actually never been on I think the biggest group ride I've been on in Akron is probably like got to be the gravel ride, the industrial gravel ride that you did, or like maybe the Otis's what's the name of that? What's his ride? Otis Roubaix. Yeah. They seen all this. Ben.
Did they
Someone
see
said
this?
nice Cobra. Yeah.
Oh.
Dildo Mike. Did you pour Axe body spray on this dildo? Yeah. Fuck yeah, I did. That's all we use in La La La. That's what got me over
La
my
La.
transplant sickness was
Just
drinking
spraying
Axe.
Axe on your fucking. Oh, got it.
I gave up on hand sawing my carbon fork. I'm gonna go to Home Depot tomorrow and get a grinding wheel for my grind and end my suffering. What are you trying to cut on your carbon fork, Dogecoin?
Oh.
What is put?
I feel like I
He's
feel like
talking
making a
about that-
I feel like making a jig and
that
using a
Art
chop
Deco
saw.
building. Is that on your?
But he's just asking Mike point blank. So let's see.
Okay, yeah.
Read that out loud, Brad.
Did you?
Mike, if you saw a giant metal building, let's say in Syracuse, would you say that it fucks?
Oh, fuck's hard. Giant metal building?
Pudgy said that to
Don't-
our waiter, and he was like, "Fuck."
Yeah,
It was like the
yeah.
coolest building ever.
We're
Yeah.
it's
Art
just an
Deco.
Art Deco building, and Pudgy was like, "Would you say?"
Fuck?
He's like, "Yeah, that building fucks," and the waiter was like, "Excuse me." And I was like, "Why would you say that to some rando? You don't.
You have to say it
Some-
to a rando.
I thought it was great.
Some civilian.
So
You're not gonna
here's
say it to a
here's
civilian.
okay. So this is the first time I like fucked with the fork, and I was like, oh, it's kind of fun. I don't have
You
any
guys insist on making this a whole bike thing. Yeah.
like This is like
You can take this.
serves no purpose whatsoever. This thing I put on there, but it was just fun to like take that off because it was just a fucked up bike.
I kind of like it though.
So those tires, everything was like Zoom on this bike
Reminds me of Tank Girl.
for some reason. Yeah, it was a fun as fuck
Yeah,
bike to throw together. So the tires, that the website that was on the tires doesn't exist anymore. Does anyone know? So 3M, I think made those like how like SimWorks and Panaracer, is that how you say it?
Oh, Zumo?
Zumo, yeah, like and there's a e-bike brand Zumo. I don't know if it's the same one. But it's funny because the tires were old as fuck and they were super like hard candy and like they were super slick.
Dry rotted?
Yeah, dry rot. Yeah, they were fucked up. So it wasn't safe to ride.
Dry rot.
It was just a single speed.
It looks like a 90s mountain bike, yeah.
Yeah, it was a fun ass bike to ride. So there's the made in the USA.
Right.
There's a serial number. I
The
can't.
one that Ben keeps scrolling past.
Tim's mouse is all backwards.
So whatever.
You're a
That's
Mac guy.
that's a serial number that
Another button.
didn't help me find anything.
Whoa.
I got that paint out of there though. Don't worry.
The yellow?
Yeah.
I would hope so.
I just spent like an entire day getting the paint off this fucking thing. It was insane.
How did you get the paint off?
Aircraft paint remover. Like 3 cans. You should only use like 1 can. Really.
It's
You
titanium.
can just click on open original.
Yeah, but so
Gotta
there was
zoom in.
like 5 layers of paint on this fucking thing. So this is the first. This is like right when I got it back from Golden Saddle. I just had them tune it up.
Almost.
And yeah, almost yeah.
Oh.
But that tribal pattern's like reflective, and like they really are really cool tires. Like that's like the
tribal pattern?
the tread like that you have, you know,
Yeah.
like that. I don't know if that's got a name, but I had to get rid of them because they were pretty much worthless. But they were kind of fucking cool.
Tribal reflective.
And they gotta be old as shit. So then I did that when I was
What are those cranks?
doing burritos in Skid Row with Food Not Bombs. So I was riding this a while. So I just load up a bunch of
In
burritos.
LA, we played
Yeah.
a show for LA Food Not Bombs.
Yeah?
Spaz was the headliner. And
Nice.
we played in the middle of it.
Like at a house or something?
No,
Or at a venue?
well, it was like a YMCA or something.
Yeah, everything on here was crazy. I had to look up a bunch of shit that didn't even exist anymore. I felt like that's
doesn't know enough about
that's
math,
Tammy. That's Tammy right there. She's a
yeah.
exercise instructor.
I forgot about that too.
I took this out.
Looks like Dwight.
It does look like
Yeah,
yeah.
Tammy's hilarious. And then I had those lights on there for a while so people could fucking see me. Whatever, taken off, and then I stripped the paint in the next pic.
Look at that.
This to
Now, in this picture that Ben's showing right now,
Mhm.
is the yellow paint still in the 2 last letters of the?
No,
Okay.
I got it out, yeah. And I think I'm just going to leave it like with that kind of rough. I'll leave it with that rough, the roughness.
Yeah.
I like it, then
Yeah,
not too
yeah.
shiny. And there's the
Nazi shiny?
yeah.
Whoa.
Hey.
Yeah, well, yeah, they had the shiniest shit like that. I'm just kidding. No, I didn't say Nazi shiny. But one time I did buy knee pads at the
Wait.
fucking. Well, I went out to Hartville. Careful. What? Brad just thinks about the knee, what he used to use knee pads for.
Whoa.
Hey.
Okay, that's all right.
Hey, woo.
That's too bad. Yeah.
No, I went to the fucking
I mean,
Hartville flea market.
Sophomore.
And I went into this like military tent and bought some knee pads for work because I do metal sculptures. Anyways, whatever. I got the knee pads and I left. Well, no big deal. The guy gave me a business card because he had a bunch of like inert ammunition, like grenades and things, and I use
I
that.
thought that was a euphemism.
I use that stuff too.
Yeah.
Anyways, he gave me his fucking business card, and I went like Ace Hardware or whatever, and I pulled my card out to pay for something, and the business card flew out and landed upside down, and there was a huge swastika on the back with like the eagle thing, and I was like, oh, and she like looked at me and she's like, And I'm like, yeah, I did not. It's like I did not know that was on there. I was like, I just bought something from this guy. Gave me his card. She's like, I should hope so. Like she like knew me, and it was kind of awkward for like a couple weeks after that. I was like, and then I went back there, and I'm like, this guy's got Nazi shit everywhere. I didn't see any of it. I didn't see it. There was like stamps and like Hitler portraits.
Oh my God.
He had swastikas on his. I was like, oh my God, this is fucked up. I was like, Jesus Christ. So I got rid of the knee pads because fucking Nazi knee pads. Yeah, I was like, God damn it, man. Ooh, inert Mike. That might be the best one.
Still like asparagus.
Asparagus. Like a can. Oh shit, fuckers! I gotta sleep. Long stream tonight. Is that like he's got to pee? He's been peeing for a while. No. How come you're not making bike frames? That's a good question. I actually, Rick asked that question. Nazi Mike. That's not. I'm not gonna answer your question now, Rick. That's. I was just kidding.
Well, technically, he's in Philly. Well, I guess he's seen.
Nazi Mike. Nazi knee. No, it's Rick wrote Nazi Mike.
No, well, actually, seriously, like, did we?
The bike frame
Oh,
thing.
we have had none of those photos up the whole time, or did I?
No, they were.
You just switched it back. All right.
I got it.
That's what I was going for. No, seriously, about the bike frame question.
Oh well.
Some people think you could just weld 3 tubes together, but there's a geometry. I don't know what your reason is.
Well, not only is it geometry, but like a big hang up is like, I mean, who knows what, if you know exactly what you need so that you can put the crank in, like what's the threading on that? You know what I mean? There's a lot of like, I could go ahead and make a bike, but I'm not gonna let anyone else ride it right now, because it'd probably be fucked up. Like I could take parts and Frankenstein a bike together.
You're an artist, not an engineer.
I'm not a bike engineer. I'm a public sculpture engineer. I mean, well, I'm not an engineer. I need actually to hire somebody when I do big enough sculptures. But
really? So if you go big enough, you will.
Yeah,
support it.
Yeah, you're gonna hire. It's just just to have your back on a
Social
sculpture.
contract.
Yeah, it's like, okay, this person who's went to school for this, because I am an artist, and people don't take us seriously. So they just but there are
Did
classes
Frank Gehry do
that I would like to take for TIG welding frames, and there's a few in the country, and you can go do that, and you got a frame when you're done. You know what I mean? So I don't think
they have where you go and they.
right, and I can learn to TIG weld titanium. I can make my own frame. I got a frame. It's gonna be good enough to ride. You know what I mean? And you're not just gonna stroll in without any welding experience and TIG weld a frame.
No. TIG welds are the internal welds that you don't see usually, right? Well, some they were
they're-
in the early 80s.
Yeah, and there's like there's probably a lot of stuff I don't know about, like how bikes were TIG welded back in the day, but like generally, TIG welding is like the best welding. Not necessarily like you're not TIG welding a ship. You know what I mean? Like there's different kinds of welding for different kinds of things. But like TIG welding is just it's very clean, and there's not sparks flying around, so you have a very clean weld. You can be very precise with it, compared to stick welding and MIG welding. So all my sculptures are MIG welded. It's like using a hot glue gun. Like I could teach anyone to do it in a day, and you can weld
Is that kind of like
fucking
the laying
anything.
the nickels kind of?
No.
He knows what I mean.
Pulling the nickels out of the butt.
Nickels.
Yeah.
Okay, so
No,
I
like
had a
nickels.
stacking dimes. That's
Okay, well, close.
that could be. I mean, you could any welding you can get to look like that. You did that technique, but
Yeah.
that's a lot of like TIG welding is kind of that. TIG welding is like what you show off. Like no one's showing off their MIG welding. It's kind of, it's not really that cool. Like Brad would show his MIG welding off.
What
So the other thing is, when you're saying a frame,
Mhm.
so geometry is one thing, but actually when it comes down to when you're talking about bottom bracket threading or like dropouts, people buy those. So even
Right,
even good frame makers are putting for back in you're making a high end frame in the 80s, you're buying can't be dropouts.
Right, you're
And it can't be
yeah.
bottom.
still have to
or-
fit it in.
You still have to.
Right, but then
I'm
you have a
not saying-
jig in that situation,
Yeah.
and then what is this? Another one?
Yeah. Like,
Yeah,
so
you have a
they're
jig to
doing-
hold your frame, and
Yeah.
yeah. So that's an option for sure. I feel like if I you take a class, you go from scratch, so you cut it all yourself.
Yeah.
You tap it yourself. So I think that would be a really cool experience to do, and then to have that bike. And I mean,
you
I
already have the leg up on knowing actually, so you're not going in blind on like the actual. metal
well,
roads.
yeah, and how that works, because
And
it's
as
like
a cyclist too, you probably would have an idea of what you would want out of a frame, even, John.
right, absolutely, yeah. And that's the thing I've heard. You know, I ran into a couple guys recently, and they're like, "Why are you riding aluminum?" And I'm like, this is like really one of the first nicer bikes I've had. That's not like just some fucking, old bike. Are
Yeah.
you still right behind me still?
I know,
This
why-
fucking guy.
Hold that chair up
Every
and
now
sit
and
down
then he
next to my
touches
ride.
me
Nah,
with his
I love it.
nipple. And so I've ridden steel bikes, and I've ridden people's titanium carbon, but I haven't, I don't have the experience of it being my bike that I ride on all
Yeah.
the time. So I'd be curious to, I've heard this one guy, the guy I was talking to swore by carbon, but I don't own a carbon bike.
Yeah.
Just yet at least. So yeah, I think making one would be really fucking cool. And then I feel like when I get to a certain age and I'm not like making my sculptures anymore, because I just can't, like I could still TIG weld a bike, because it's really not that like of strenuous of a thing. It's more meticulous. You're nothing super heavy. You just gotta make sure you're all squared up and everything's right, and then weld it up.
I do like the, and it's weird because people like lugs, and I do like some pretty bikes with lugs, and like Rivendell's look great with lugs, but I also like that era in the 80s when they were doing the internal TIG welding, and you don't see them. So like here you see the fat aluminum welds, like on a bike
Right,
like that.
yeah.
But
Yeah,
like
that's
that-
really gorgeous.
Like
Like
if you look at that Peugeot where the blue saddle is,
Right.
you don't see a single
it's
weld.
butted, yeah,
Yeah.
it's butted right up against it.
But like the track, where
I got all the fucking words.
Asparagus.
It's got that asparagus connection.
Yeah. But like they're like the lugs on that
Asparagus.
early 80 truck they're like actually pretty. Like so
Mhm.
it's total.
And that's a whole nother thing, brazing. Like
Yeah, those are brave.
I
yeah,
think
brave.
like I forget the bars I'm putting on this bike, but they're brazed and it looks beautiful. It's like that steel with the gold. Like
Yeah,
I don't
I love
understand how that's fucking strong. Like
Right.
I've-
It's
I've-
totally stronger
frames
at the
look
weld.
I've never actually done any research, so I can't.
Custom
It might be
frame builders
obvious.
Still stand by lugging as being the strongest.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it just looks fucking good. So I think what I would do,
Don't you like Richard Sachs? And
why not weld a bike frame together with some
Rivendell's and
thin
just a lot
steel
of high-end
rods?
custom bikes that are still lugged.
Is that a joke or? I don't.
But Gunner
Yeah,
is
Right. I'm just
what-
kidding.
Gunner is doing air hardened.
I'm not quite sure
What does air hardened
thin
mean?
steel rods means.
When they say it's air, so
Air hardened? That I don't know for sure, but
so that's the tubing, not so much the.
oh, that might be the process that
Yeah.
the tubes, the welds on my FTW bikes are pretty dang sexy. Brad was showing his dick welding. Dick
That
welding.
got you?
That's
That?
fucking hilarious.
All night we're throwing. Yeah.
Oh man, but
That's
I
wicked.
think like if I did titanium and then I had the money to then make my own, I think I would add a lot of crazy ass shit to it. You know what I mean? Like I would get some.
Like 50s laser gun?
No, like I would model something in 3D in titanium and then have it machined on a 3D lathe, and just add some just crazy ass fucking, like my dropouts would be like CNC, like
That's
just
like
get
you got
Yeah.
really, yeah, just get really.
Like lattice work? And,
Yeah, get really nuts. No, not that. That's fucking lame as shit. But like something cooler than that. I'm not gonna
No, I
frickin'
do
growing
think you add
plants
those-
on my bike.
I
What
think
are you
All
talking
City has done that even for production bikes. They've
Yeah,
added, like,
they got on the
a
on the
style to
backdrop.
their lugs and their
Right.
dropouts. But then custom builders are even taking to the next level. With doing some little, not over
Right.
the top, but I think it needs. You can add something that makes it yours. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think that'd be really cool. And then like custom. Like I still want to get into head tube badges. I think that would be
That'd
a
be
lot of fun. There really is only like I forget her name, something Green.
Green.
Jen Green. Yeah, she's like the only one in the game. There's a few other people.
She
Of
made
course.
mine for the Space Horse.
And yeah, and there's some like people that make some every now and then, but she's got the market cornered. It seems like when I try to search for head tube badges, she's what comes up all the time. I mean, I just
Look on
see,
Etsy,
and for me, I'm not like I got my own like my sculpture, so I'm not in a position where I can like spend the time and like put the effort in to like build go from like start to finish of that process of getting better at something. I just want to have the money to just pay someone to make some badass shit. Like I do the designs.
Yeah, you have the design.
Right.
And you have the metal knowledge to know what would look good in that.
Right, yeah, and then using different processes. Like no one really does like anodized aluminum machined head tube badges. Like there's so many different processes you could use that I think would be really fucking cool. So it's like I feel like, and that was the other thing is that and the slingshots. Yeah, so her badges are really good, and I haven't gone through the process of how she makes hers, but I mean, it's a lot of detail. You see how small that is. But she's got a lot. Yeah, if you got a Surly bike and you don't have a badge and you don't have one of hers, like you should definitely get one because she makes some really fucking cool ones.
This is something too. The people we know with CNC machines could do so simple. This is like
right.
They could clip off
50
of these and.
I mean, honestly, like if I got.
I wonder if she's doing something more. Well,
so you can any one of us can go online right now. Go on YouTube and look up metal etching electrolysis. And any one of us can take a piece of metal and a paint pen and etch something into it. Super fucking simple. You do it with a power source and then like salt and some metal, So like you could do it in here. It's really easy. I've thought about going that route before.
She's doing the wild bikes too, yeah.
Yeah, she's got great work.
They've changed it since then. That's an early one.
You're an early one.
Nobody has ever said that ever.
Oh, man. Let me.
Oh, okay. This is how you want to play this.
Yeah, she.
Go to like elementary, like.
I think Santa Cruz. That Deerhead one is really cool. I think she's got some Grateful Dead one that was really cool. So Ben, I'll send you these. This is the etching I was talking about, and you can like get a lot of fucking detail.
Yeah, is she doing custom ones for people's pets? That's incredible.
Yeah, so I was
just putting them right on the neck of the dog, or what?
Yeah, just bolted right on. I was thinking about getting one. So I was thinking about
Put that guy in a U bed.
getting one from her for my titanium bike, but I might make one. I also made so I have the Ultra. Oh, the fire sloth and the turtle alert. All right,
See,
that's
Grandpa keeps repeating me.
Did you kids hear what he said?
Wait, where were we before he so rudely interrupted us?
Wow.
I was saying that I have the Ultra Dynamico Mars race tires, the red 26 inchers.
That's tomorrow.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah.
For that?
Yeah, they were hard to get. Like I had to like really fucking be on top of, yeah. they were hard to get. Oh, that one's cool. The Joker. Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, everything.
Yeah, I really had to.
They don't know how many. Yeah. But I don't know if anyone saw, bro. I fixed gear frame with tire clearance for those monster big downhill tires. Monster track frame would be so sick. I just like reading these comments.
I feel like
Firefly 3D prints, other tie dropout and yokes. Okay, yeah.
I think that one.
The 3D
troll that just been hanging around though.
On here?
Yeah.
We got a troll?
Yeah, that guy.
No, he's not. His name sounds like a troll name, but he's not. He's even in the Discord.
Like from the Lord of the
Everything
Rings?
He says.
Doesn't look
Like the Under the Bridge kind of troll? That's so. Got some Mandalorian there.
It's a herald.
I don't know.
You gotta pay the troll toll if you want to get in the boys' soul. You guys know what that's from?
Yeah, we know what it's.
He's talking about bikes. Why do you think he's trolling? Do you read
Yeah.
that? That's not a troll. He said.
I don't know if that's. Bro, I
monster
fixed your
track
frame.
frame would be so sick.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Pudgy almost about to ban him last week. 'cause he
Squid,
said, oh, 'cause
that's
the name
cool.
sounds trolly, but he's not. Yeah.
And I don't. She's not doing what I showed. What I'm sending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just.
Can you put those words in like a different order?
Sorry, I got a text from this chick. I got a text.
Oh. Go on.
Here
Hi,
you go.
will. Late?
Yeah.
It says, hi, will you be up late? This is how you do it, Brad. Okay, so this is this is metal etching,
I am learning.
and this is what I use a old battery charger for like a car. You gotta use the old ones because the new ones won't have a charge unless they're connected to a battery. You literally draw on this with a paint pen, which is in another picture. That one. So I just drew on it with metal with a paint pen, like any paint pen. Like it was a fine tip. Fine tip.
Yeah. That was like.
Yeah. And this is for Trash Panda. It was a group I ride with in Los Angeles. That went from like regular sized bike group of like, 12 people the most to like 80
Whoa.
on certain rides. It's crazy. They blew up. But
Okay.
what's that?
No.
Anyways, they do this hill smash. It's just a ride up a hill. It's a race up a hill. It's crazy. But use old battery charger. You have the positive and negative. You'd have to go on the video on YouTube to get all that stuff right, and then you literally just connect one to the metal you're etching and another to like a sacrificial piece of metal, and then all of this is submerged in water, not touching each other, in like a plastic tub. You put salt in, turn it on, and it fucking etches it. Super simple. So I mean, I think it'd be cool to make a steel bike that is just a little thicker, and then take however much of the surface off and etch the whole fucking thing, and then clear coat it. I think that'd be pretty slick. So etch the whole fork, everything. I think that'd be pretty cool. But anyways, this is like a super simple way to make your own head tube badge. I'm telling you, anyone on here could go do this shit in a day. If you just bought the stuff. And then obviously you need to have it rolled with someone. If you go to a metal shop and just be like, hey, roll this for me, they got hand rollers.
Which
So-
part are you rolling?
You're rolling it to put it on your bike,
Oh yeah.
because it's flat. And I mean, you could etch a piece of metal that's already
That was one thing
Rounded.
Jen emailed me about, was to get the
crushed wombat. Is that?
the diameter of my head tube.
Yeah.
Ah, is that what she
Right.
told you about?
It might be it might be a troll. Now he's talking about not bike stuff. He's talking about protests outside of a J.P. Morgan building, I think in New York. Only 4 of them, but they have 40 cops
Yeah,
to
don't read
remove
it
them.
out loud.
I mean, it's interesting stuff. Etched bike, sick, right, Rick? That's what I'm saying. I mean, I haven't seen one that probably exists, but
Yeah.
it probably exists. So someone's probably done it,
Yeah.
right? I don't
Sure.
know. Yeah. My grandchild thinks so. So what he says goes. Well, yeah. So, anyways, the tires, Ultra Dynamico. Do you know the poster they released for those?
No.
Um,
Ben, you're on.
Ben, you're on.
Let's get the stream to the point where I can just have Ben running the
yeah.
logistics. So,
Ben, he's our logistics guy.
So I don't know. So if you follow Golden Saddle, usually when they do a custom bike build, they get like a photograph of the person with the bike. They don't always do it.
NBD pics.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. So I forget the artist's name, but those are the tires, and I thought it was really cool. It's got very, there's like a lot of sci-fi references in here, but I really like the smiley face thing too. But anyways, I made.
Dune, Close Encounters.
So I thought it'd be cool. So every time I get a new shop, I make I call it my helm of office, just a mask, and
Wait, what do you call
the helm of office.
it? Helm?
My
You
helm.
make
So
a new one?
Yeah,
Each
so like a
time?
helm, like a helmet, like
Do
it's
you
called a
have
helm.
pictures of these helms?
So this
Yeah,
this
there's-
is your welding.
Yeah, so I made this mask. I just sent it to Ben so we can pull it up. Thanks for doing all this. I got a real special treat for you when we go to Jake's Rocks. I'm telling you, you're gonna be pumped.
I mean, awesome.
He's gonna
Oh,
be,
he's
he's
gonna
gonna
be
be
pumped.
pumped. Yeah, pumped, pumped up. You're gonna be pumped, man.
I say some stupid
so
shit, and then you guys.
Yeah.
I know.
So usually the mask, Etchendale, nice. Tim's bike has Toyota etched on it.
There's the helm.
Yeah.
No, I don't get it.
So this was my latest one. This is actually like usually they're too heavy to wear, but I can actually bike with this one on.
Whoa.
So I can like wear this shit on like group rides and stuff, and just because a lot of people wear a lot of crazy shit. On
You
group
wear
rides.
this on the group rides?
I can,
Yeah.
because it's pretty lightweight. I just made this. Thanks. So this is like to go with my bike,
Yeah.
you know, so that I can like ride
Too
that
much
fucking
for
thing
Your
around.
titanium bike?
Yeah.
Do you have lenses? Those are actual like orange, or are those clear?
There's nothing
the
in there right
background.
now, but I'm gonna get these like burnt orange.
Is this the one you're talking about doing the smoke behind?
Yeah, yeah. So we have that on like some black sand
Yeah.
and do some smoke. But yeah, I just thought it was a cool, like it's been a fun project, and it's crazy because I'm like, it's been like 7 months. I've been waiting for bike parts, like everybody probably is. It's like they're like, yo, it's coming. I'm like, I don't care.
Buy Dogecoin just said, sorry, I'm not a troll, but my girlfriend thinks I have Asperger's.
All right. I mean, I honestly only.
My favorite.
I only think, yeah, I only think is he only had one troll comment about the 40 cops. You got hit
I've
by a
never
car,
heard that
you
comment.
pine cone.
Holy shit.
Sorry, I'm not a troll.
That could be said for this stream that's like number 120 something. It's like, sorry.
Sorry, but my girlfriend
Everybody thinks
thinks
I am.
So yeah, it should be fun to
Incredible.
ride around with that thing on.
That is,
I don't know.
I love the super round, well, not super, perfectly round eye.
yeah.
If you do anything else for something like this, I think all of a sudden it takes on like such a different.
Oh yeah, it's weird. Every little, and I had a couple other versions of like the front face part that I had to change. So it's like when you're doing it, every little fucking piece makes
you
it a
can
different.
breathe okay through that?
Yeah, yeah. I might wear that to Burning Man. Remember that festival that I started? And
You didn't start.
who said that? Someone said that. No. Everyone's always like, you been to Burning Man? And I'm like, no, I haven't fucking. They're like, you gotta go, dude, and you're gonna love it. I'm like, I know.
Maybe
like,
in the 90s.
I mean, well, yeah, I've been to a million festivals. I'm sure it'll be fucking amazing. But anyways, I applied for like the super cheap ticket. I'm like, I'm a poor artist. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. I'll bring this fucking mask.
Yeah, I'll
Give me
wear
a
this
ticket.
badass mask. Right. I mean, I won't take that bike out there because it's too expensive. But that's a big bike thing. Cool. That's cool too because there's a lot of like freak bikes out there. So
But
I'd be
Burning
excited
Man's
about
become
that.
some super expensive like yuppie thing now, right?
Yeah, that's why I applied for the cheap tickets. They're like $200.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, it's
Plus, if you could bring shit and sell it.
yeah.
rich people.
I mean, to an extent, everything's turned into that kind of shit. You know. I mean,
I live in Akron, Ohio, so
Right.
nothing looks
It's
like
because
that.
of the social
I mean, nothing.
divide between us and the middle.
Damn, there's a tick on my head.
What?
Did you just pull a
Oh,
tick
it is.
off your
Kill
head?
it.
Yeah,
That is literally a tick.
got it. I hope I don't
Zoom in.
die of Lyme disease now.
Is that a piece of your scalp in its fucking mandibles?
I think so. That's a good thing.
Ugh.
That is literally.
Dead.
You literally pulled a tick off your neck on the live stream.
Yeah. That's
Man,
wondering.
I was rubbing right on you.
I was like,
jeez.
what was it? Anyways, I just pull them off. Does anyone else have like a tick
I don't
key?
just pull ticks off myself usually.
What do you do?
Don't find them ever.
Yeah, I just.
That's only the second
use
tick I've ever had in my
essential
life.
oil.
Of course it's on. Yeah. Of course it's on a live stream. The second tick I've ever pulled off. Is that my nickname? Tick Mike? Tick Mike? Lime Mike.
They already got you. They already got you.
It's spelled right too. It's
That was from Rick.
spelled right. You got Lime Mike.
Rick gives most of the nicknames.
He
to
didn't
be
kill him,
fair.
buddy. You didn't kill him.
He's still moving?
Holy sh!
They don't die.
They don't die.
I'm gonna have to do a tick check. Hey, but whoa. Let's, you got him. You got him. You got him. You got him.
Ticks off their neck.
I was like, this feels
Tick
like
has been
it felt like a Cheeto at first. Then I realized that's a tick. You ever have a Cheeto in your hair? I've never had a Cheeto in my hair. I'm just kidding. But I was like, what the fuck is that? A scab? Like, that's a fucking tick. Okay, so I hiked the Buckeye Trail.
How long ago? Ticks don't hang out. They suck their blood for like a few hours.
I
and they
bite.
fall off.
Well,
Yeah,
this
that
was
was not
many
me.
years ago.
That
Talking
was
about the
not
other tick I
even
had.
That tick's
Gorged
been on there for
tick.
years.
No. Yeah, that's Timmy the Tick, man. My buddy. No, I'm saying the last tick I had on me, I was hiking on the Buckeye Trail, and I was on like a horse trail. And I had there was ticks crawling all over me, but none of them. I was just flicking them off, and like it was the worst hike of my life. But yeah, I was like, "Fuck you, ticks!" Yeah. I see you there, Timmy. Timmy's cousin, Timmy the Tick. Yeah, this thing, I felt weird. Anyways, that happened.
Where were
So
you guys today when you would have got a tick, though? They didn't go through that anything.
Akron, Ohio. It's ticky.
When we were looking at that
It's
dead coyote,
ticky.
Yeah, I mean, it could have jumped off anything. They folded it's ticky.
when we were
It's
looking at
ticky
the,
to bike around. It's sticky.
when we were looking at the coyote,
Anyways, yeah.
You could throw some on DMs, yeah.
it's tickadoo.
Has anyone else had a tick? Tim's tick gets drunk when they bite. Tim talks to ticks until they leave. That's pretty good. I feel like
That's pretty good.
that's pretty good. No, do you supposed to go to the doctor after you get? I don't know. You know, tetanus shots too are because of shit, not rust. Does anyone know that? Anyone know that?
It's a bacteria that lives on metal.
It's because of poop. So back in the day, the roads were filled with fucking shit and horseshoe nails and other nails and things from wheels and stuff. So when you got stabbed with a piece of rusty metal, there was poop in there too, and that's why you get tetanus shot. You don't get tetanus shot because of rusty metal. There's nothing in rusty, It's all the shit that's inside of it. So remember when Brad was rubbing the back of Mike's tick's neck? That's true.
Mark Salamba subscribed to the channel.
Gross. You were rubbing the back of the tick's neck on the back of my neck. Creepy.
Oh yeah.
Creepy.
Yeah.
Should we tell the story about when Zach scared that lady? It's a biking story. You've never heard it?
I'm not.
Oh,
Is this
oh
the lady
my
that
God.
starfished?
Yeah, she starfished. Should we tell
What
the
does that
starfish?
mean?
She's starfish, dude. She's like
I'll
down
make
a
it.
hill.
I'll make this quick.
Had like
Take your
ass over
time.
tea
Take your
kettle.
time.
I'll make
Yeah.
this quick. So
Take your time.
so we're on the towpath.
I feel so bad for her.
Oh, this tick's still alive. Look at
gotta be
he's
shitting me.
it's Ticket 2 Rock. He's
still
sticking around.
moving.
Let's just let him do his thing. He's not gonna suck anymore. His sucking days are over. They're over.
How is it? Like, I've
I don't
crushed it
know.
3 times and Brad's cut
Brad
it
cut it.
with a knife.
Oh, Brad's
Cut
back
it
with a
tough.
knife. Oh, there you go. You just
No, you cut it in half.
Severed it in half.
in half. Okay.
Which
All right,
half,
now let's
though?
hear the story.
Vertically or horizontally?
Okay, so I don't think there is a hot dog or hamburger style with a tick. They're pretty circular.
Hot dog hamburger, yeah.
Yeah. You gotta fold the fucking paper. Okay. Yeah, whatever.
Any.
Anyways, you know what? I really think people that what I like about the Grav bandana is when you fold it, the design is
Still there.
yeah. Because every other bandana I buy, it's like, oh, you put the logo right in the fucking middle.
Or they've done a whole thing across it.
Yeah. So you lose it. Grav, you get that. So buy your Grav bandanas.
Yeah, which is the one pretty. I don't have one.
I got one.
Oh yeah.
I was just talking about how I
It's
wear
up
it.
down there to show.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. We're on screen here. So, tick's not moving now.
Rick said to save it though, in case you do
It's not
test
a.
Lyme positive.
It's not a poisonous snake. There was a fucking brown recluse in the. Yeah. So look. So
Right? You still can
so
see
you get the
Brad?
Grav still. I put this on my face. It's got tick juice on it now.
That was down there. It wasn't on a bad
Hey, tick juice is better than.
Tick juice. I got the juice now. So whatever, we're on the towpath in Akron, and
Oh yeah, yeah. Let's hear
I'm
what
with
Zach said.
I'm with Zach, and Zach's the biggest guy I know. He might be like the that I know personally. I know some big people, but like I wouldn't like call him up. And we shouldn't have been on the towpath that day. I already wiped out myself. Zach thought I was gonna die. This is when he was like getting in more into cycling. It was like maybe his first summer or some shit. I crashed it. Why's that funny?
A noob. He's a noob.
He's a noob, yeah. I mean, he had ridden, but he wasn't completely new to biking, but like going a little further. What's so funny about that?
What?
Oh, it's something else. All right.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. My grandchild, always so happy. So whatever. We're not supposed to be on the towpath that day. There's too many fucking people. You know how it is. It was crowded. So we're just trying to pass people as we can. Zach gets in between this husband and wife. Or maybe they're in their like late 50s or 60s or something.
Brad.
Yeah, Brad. Yeah, pretty much just picture Brad as the husband. Either one of the Brads you want to choose here. Exactly. So this lady
In front of the husband, but
behind the wife. He's in between them. And I'm behind the husband. I got this. And we're not going super fast, you know. Everyone's on like
Zach.
beach cruisers, yeah. And no, because everyone's on beach
Right,
cruisers. I hope he doesn't watch this. Zach's one of those people that started riding bikes, and you're like, damn, dude, like he picked it up quick. Like I was super impressed.
Riding a bike.
It's like riding a bike. It's like Zach on a bike. So
He's
this,
also like
yeah,
an incredible athlete.
he's a fucking athlete. Yeah, but bike every sport's different. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm always impressed by people everybody that starts riding bikes. I'm like, damn, you're doing good. I don't know if that's like me but anyways, this fucking lady turns around and sees Zach and not her husband. And Zach's like a bear on a bike at the carnival, you know?
Yeah.
That's
That's a good
they don't make bikes big enough for this guy. And she turns around and goes, "Ah!" and screams at the top of her lungs. And I already started losing it. And then she fucking, you know how like when if like, I don't know if you remember like looking back at first.
Oh, you go with the
Yeah, you turn like when you're, I don't know, I did that because I wasn't like riding on the roads a lot. Anyways, she fucking turned, swerves across the towpath, slams into a tree. She's not going super fast, but it set her off her seat, hits the fucking tree, and then starfishes. Patrick Starfish. Down the hill. So we're on the part of the towpath that's like a this shape,
There's like
you
the
know.
canal on each
And then the river's on this side, and then there's like just whatever on the other side.
Dry canal.
Yeah, she starfishes down the hill, and I'm like, everyone stops. There's traffic. It's backed up.
Like she's just doing cartwheels.
And I'm just like, oh my god, she's dead. And Zach's just like, holy fucking shit, and like her husband's like, oh my god, not again. And then like she bounced right back up though. It's like one of those things, and I was like, oh thank God.
she had the presence of mind to keep like.
She had
keep
to.
doing somersaults.
So I've thought about this many times. Think about falling off your bike to the left.
Cartwheels, sorry, cartwheels.
Just think about falling off your bike to the left. Like you're naturally in that shape. You know what I mean?
You're naturally a starfish.
You are naturally starfish. If you just fall to the left off your bike, you're gonna because you can't just like pick your leg over it. It has to spread out like a starfish.
Yeah.
So she's just in that position. And she got right back up, and then Zach ran down there and was like helping her up. I'm just holding it in, man. And like there's just people like, oh my god, freaking out, and her husband's just like all upset, and she's like, this happens all the time. And Zach's like, maybe you should wear a helmet. I don't know. It's like she didn't have a helmet.
Freak out.
Her friend that was with her.
Stop her
If you're gonna fall this much.
Yeah. Her friend that was with her was like, Mabel, did you forget your brakes? And then she at this point she's like choking up. This like old lady rode by me and like looked at me in the face, and she was like, at least there's not poison ivy down there. And I'm just
That would be that one.
yeah, and I'm just like, I'm just sitting there trying to fucking not laugh at these people. And then finally Zach's.
You might break a bone or die. Like at least there's not poison.
Yeah, like, well, good thing there's not any ticks down there. Like what the fuck? And so we and Zach looks at me. I'm like, let's get the fuck out of here. Like, she's fine. Like, she's not, you didn't do anything wrong. Like, the bike etiquette was there, So I'm like, let's go. Like,
Yeah, it's just her sheer
yeah,
presence.
we
that
get,
terrified her.
we get 100.
Some fucking
Yeah.
essential oil.
Oh, it's amazing. We get 100 yards away and just fall off our bikes and start cracking up. And it's like one of my favorite biking stories. Just that lady turning around. Her face was like, I mean, think about that. Turning around and seeing.
See something she doesn't want to see. Or she runs.
But just think, just think about turning around though, expecting like your buddy, and you see Zach for the first time on a bike.
And your reaction is to wreck into a ditch.
Yeah. He's scared to death. That's Sasquatch activity. Is that?
He's too handsome for that.
He's a good-looking guy.
But he said this is the most Ohio story ever.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that means.
Starfish Mike.
Starfish Mike. This is. I thought this was Tim Fitzwater's story hour.
Yeah, you're doing good.
We talk about bikes. We got followers. We got more streamers.
I'm gonna recut this just a separate stream where it's just you, like my whole beginning out of it, like gonna like re-up like just Mike's story out.
Like when Dave Chappelle was
story
just
out.
showing Charlie Barker.
Asparagus, yeah. Asparagus. Just one S.
Asparagus.
One S.
Asparagus, yeah.
But I need,
As a
like,
fellow
another-
big dude, I get it. Yeah. PPP knows what's up.
Yeah. Pee pusher.
I'm trying to get my story with asparagus hour.
Asparagus.
Asparagus. Now with those coins coming, asparagus
Are you just getting that now?
Yeah. Oh, is that what you were going for the whole time?
What?
That's what
Like
we
the
were
food?
referencing the whole time.
Wait, what?
No, but not asparagus.
Yeah, Ben's right. Abort.
Combining with
This shit's over.
Asperger's.
It's done? Oh, we're cut off?
We're ass
Just go to outro.
More stories next time.
Oh, right there. Yeah, see you guys.
Okay, bye.
All right.
Okay,
Yeah.
this time.
Fitzwater photo.